Okay, there it is. It's back.
Jesus Christ, man.
Cheese and fucking bread. Yeah, just need to change this from that to studio. Take off studio mode. Switch this, and that should be it. No, that's the wrong one because Kevin Love's not here. There we go. Oh my God. How long was I going to have to make small talk and wait?
Y'all suck at fucking at this shit.
Because I don't do good. I don't do good at small talk.
We just need more practice. You was doing this for like a long time.
I don't think
before the morning shows.
I think you've been
trained in radio etiquette.
You need to hang around. You need to hang around enough white people to master the art of small talk.
You're a 4th degree black belt.
You know. Yeah. A white person could ask you about your weekend and they don't care about for a whole hour. You know, after you've given up your whole life story. Problem with black people, we don't care about small questions like that. We don't ask nobody how their weekend was because we don't give a fuck. All you're gonna tell me is you went to a party that I didn't get to go to.
That you didn't invite me to.
Yeah.
That's rather racist of you.
It's true.
It's not true.
White people are the masters at making small talk.
I don't think that's true.
I know there's black people that do small talk.
Yeah, I think you're full of shit.
No, they'll do small talk and then, black people, we do like 20 minutes of small talk tops. And then we be like, all right, well, I gotta go in the shower.
You ever been around some old Caribbean?
That's different. Old Caribbean people don't count. They will talk for 3 days straight.
About nothing.
Well, when I first come to this country, and that's how it starts.
They're like, boy, I'm telling you, Morgan Freeman.
And
Morgan Freeman is 235 years old.
Oh, you know Morgan Freeman?
I know Morgan.
Living.
I know he brother.
Grenada, right behind Patsy.
I know he brother. That man real old boy. Yes, boy.
He's 225 years old. He should have been one of those dudes in the barbershop scene.
Boy, another drink.
Oh, we got. Is that drinks too?
No.
Well, we just got tacos. I'm about to get excited.
Hey, I got excited too. That's just like this.
In my head, I wanted to say, so wait, that place don't sell drinks?
Because his tacos were a little spicy, and I thought we was gonna get some drinks too. No, that's okay. I'm not thirsty, but thank you for the tacos. I still appreciate that.
How would you describe the taco?
Taco's real good.
It's good. It's good.
Come on, you eat food, man.
I think I could do probably with it. Just take out some of the oil in it first. I think with salmon, the salmon is like a very oily fish and it'll collect in there. But that could be traveling from there to here.
Any compliments?
Yeah. Other than that, it tastes fantastic.
This is nice.
I really did enjoy it.
See, you can't judge the macaroni competition.
I'm lactose intolerant. I cannot judge a macaroni contest. I can't. I won't be there for the finale.
Your commentary doesn't make people taste what they can't taste. How would you describe the taco?
I just want the macaroni and cheese to be good on the first bite. Gotcha. I had a macaroni and cheese.
What food wouldn't you want to be good on the first bite? I'm just curious.
Right.
Not that, but you know what I mean. Like a different kind of good. Like oh shit, who the fuck made this? You ever taste some shit?
What food is okay for it to not be like that the first time you...
Every food is okay for it not to be like that. Shit just has to be, it just tastes okay. It tastes good. You know what I mean? But I mean when you bite into something and then you gotta ask who made this, shit like that. Like it's like taking drugs for the first time. It's like that.
You think the show is gonna be any different because we ate before the show?
What do you mean?
Because normally, that hangry sets in.
No. We're not going to get the hangry, but we will get the itis. I'm starting to feel it already. I smoked and then I ate and now I want to... Can you hear it in my voice? And now I want to sleep.
I would love like a big cup of cold cherry Kool-Aid.
I would love just like a cup of water. A few cubes of ice. I'm not picky.
Ain't no ice here.
There's no ice?
How come they never have Pear Drax at the club?
I don't know. Because they probably charge you like $20 for it.
I love Pear Drax.
Nah, go buy that from the Korean store. I would not buy that in the club. You end up paying anything in a bottle. You are gonna pay 10 times the price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Drax, 200.
I still am mad when I gotta pay $5 for a bottle of water at the club. Nigga, that's the price of an entire case of water. I just bought the whole case of water.
What are you talking about in the club?
Yeah, if you buy a $5 bottle of water in the club, you paid for the entire case of water. Because they don't give you no Poland Spring. They give you some White Rock water that probably costs
They give you Poland Spring.
There's Poland Spring. In the city, you get Poland Spring.
There's some parties I went to where it's not Poland Spring.
I appreciate it when it's Voss.
Jason, I just want to say,
Voss.
Jason, I just want to say, before you go off on this water rant, you're gonna have a party 2 months from now.
Yes,
and you're gonna be selling drinks and water. I just wanted you to make sure you understand what the fuck you're about to say.
I understand that. But it's,
what kind of water are you gonna have at your party, Jason?
It's still $5. You're gonna have to buy it anyway.
You gonna have Voss?
You're gonna need to drink
Fiji.
All that dancing.
In Aquafina trash. What are you gonna do?
Ain't nobody like paying $5 for water, but you gotta do it.
But I'll pay $5 for Voss.
You pay $5 for water. I'll pay $5 for Voss. I pay $6.
So you're gonna have Voss at your party?
I might have Voss. I pay $6 for Voss.
Now he gonna have people in. Where the fuck is the Voss, Jason? You said you was gonna have Voss at your party, Jason.
At a party, you can sell water for $10 if you're selling Voss.
The point is, what I will not do is sell you White Rock for $5.
White Rock soda.
White Rock water.
White Rock makes water?
Yes, you didn't even know that, did you? The White Rock also makes water, and you could tell because the bottle, as soon as you feel it, it feels like it's about to just crumble.
It's one use. You know, a lot of people don't know that a lot of those plastic bottles are one use only.
Yeah, it does. There's a plastic that feels like paper.
There's actually a code on the bottle that tells
that lets you know. Yeah.
Did you know that?
That tells you if it's reusable.
Chrissy, it's on.
Anybody read that shit?
April 23rd. I was hoping to see you this weekend at February. I thought, you wasn't there, Chrissy. What happened?
When's the next event that I could come through for
your own birthday party?
No. Besides that, the next party that's going on that you're doing, I think I might slide through.
I'm actually currently looking for a venue to have a party.
Oh shit! You heard it here first.
I'm just I don't want to.
Kevin Crown.
I don't want to launch it because.
You gonna shut everybody else shit down?
No, I just don't want to be irresponsible and sell tickets to a party I don't have a venue for.
Oh, yeah, I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
But it's coming.
The party will not be at the cave.
No,
No, it's not. It's not. So yeah, man. So what's up, bro?
You know what pissed me off too? It's like even at the cave. I'm sensitive about my shit. I remember I had a party.
Something's pissing me off. Keep talking.
I remember I had a party and I seen a chick come out the bathroom and she didn't know where the paper towels was, even though it's on the bar. And this dirty chick started wiping her hands on the fucking walls. I almost lost my shit.
But is it a unisex bathroom?
It's a unisex bathroom.
Wow.
I don't.
Wait.
You're talking about at the cave?
Yes. Usually.
Yeah. When it's your shit, you get pissed off 3 times.
Yeah.
Wait. Why didn't you have? Oh, they ran out of paper towels.
No, they didn't run out of paper towels. Her lazy ass didn't want to go to the bar and look for paper towels.
She wiped her hands on the wall.
On the white wall.
Damn.
And I'm looking. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to dry my hands. Bitch, get a paper towel. And she actually on the white wall. She actually just doing all this shit. And it's like the wall cannot fucking soak up the water on your hand. It's just like
She the type of chick that wipe back to front.
Yeah, you gotta be. This is like who does that?
With her hands.
First of all, you wiping the wall. Is the wall with your hand? Is the wall getting on your hand now? Is it just like
she the type of person that smell her laundry and think about it before she put it on.
It's still good. One more day. Wait a second. Fabrice. Don't act like you ain't never did that shit
if you
before.
gotta smell your drawers before you wash it.
Yeah.
What's the Caribbean term for a person like that?
Dirty, nasty.
Dirty boy.
Nasty.
Dirty asshole boy.
Not stinking.
Stinking asshole dirty boy. That's how Jamaicans curse you out.
Yeah.
Dirty asshole.
What's the first question?
The first question is...
So what's the premise for the people who's just first round?
So if you're just coming in here, today is Ask J. Lou And that's what we do on Mondays. It's basically you send in your questions, and I do.
How do they send the questions?
Well, you send your questions in through. Right now, you can go to my Instagram. Everything that I have is Mighty J. Lou. So just go to Instagram, type in Mighty J. Lou. If you're not following me already, then hit that follow button.
Instagram doesn't have a dot.
Huh?
Instagram doesn't.
No, it doesn't have a dot. I changed that because the dot didn't really make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So everything is it's the same across the board now, and everything. Even if you want to play me in 2K, you want to go on Xbox, it's Mighty J. Lou on Xbox. It's Mighty J. Lou across the board. So go in there, go to my story on Instagram.
Y'all like the tacos?
The tacos was good.
All right,
I enjoyed it.
Tacos was good. I ain't gonna lie. Do they only have shrimp tacos? Salmon tacos. Are there no shrimp tacos?
I don't know.
I like shrimp tacos. If you could find out, I'd appreciate it.
All right.
It's Caribbean Social. Of course they got shrimp tacos.
It's not Caribbean Social.
It's Caribbean Kitchen.
Caribbean Kitchen. Of course they got tacos.
I don't know. I just want to see the menu. I mean, they could sponsor the show too. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Just saying.
All this free advertisement they're getting.
So the first question here is, I need to make some money, but I feel like I'm not a 9-to-5 type of guy, which is okay. A lot of people are 9-to-5 people. I have a small business. The money is okay, but not enough. Should I keep hustling or get a job? Danny, start off with that one.
I have to think of something nice to say.
Wow. You have to think of something nice to say for that?
We gotta ask follow-up questions, because with people like that, right? We gotta say, yo, is there anybody else depending on you to live?
That's a whole fact, because that makes a huge difference. If you got a kid, then you might have to wrap it up, son.
Yeah.
I guess we could just make it a broad thing. So let's just say we're gonna answer it for maybe if you have kids or if you don't have kids.
You guys really think the answer would be different?
Absolutely.
I do. Yeah, absolutely. The answer is different.
Because if you don't have kids, you could eat ramen noodles for fucking 7 days.
You gonna feed your kids ramen noodles for all them days too?
Yeah, you could sleep on a couch in a studio apartment with no furniture. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things by yourself. You ever heard of a starving artist? You know what I'm saying?
You hear of a starving artist. You don't hear of a starving artist family.
Family, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you gotta when you have people depending on you, it might not just kids. It could be maybe you're in a situation where you have a roommate. You know what I'm saying? And half the bills, you're responsible for half the bills. You can't just say, you know what, I have a business and my business ain't making money and I don't have my half of the rent. So it depends on your situation. But I mean, I will always tell somebody, if you really put the effort in, you spend 8 hours a day learning, making mistakes, learning from your mistakes, learning how to get paid from it. I think more than likely you will be successful enough to sustain some kind of lifestyle.
I look at it like this.
Not a glamorous one, but some kind.
If your business is not making money, it's a hobby. And some people don't like to hear that, because some people, they have invested so much of their life and their energy into a business that they don't want you to say nothing like, oh, that's a hobby. If you tell them something like that, they'll take it as if it's something discouraging. But if it's not paying your bills, if it's not bringing that in, it's either a hobby or you got to find another hustle. And because if you just got one way of making money, when that shit shut down, what the fuck are you gonna do? You gotta have like different things that you're doing. I don't really care if you're doing something that this makes $50 and this makes $100 and that makes $80, because if you constantly do all that shit add up. So you gotta have a bunch of things coming from different ways.
I think you gotta just have a hustling mentality.
I don't think that they have one. I think
you don't think there is such thing as one?
No, I don't think
person has one.
I don't think the writer has one. I think the way the writer wrote the question. I mean, all I can go through is with the clues that they gave,
right,
and take it from there. That I'm thinking about. I don't really, I'm not.
Read the question.
I need to make money, but I don't feel like I'm a 9-to-5 type. I have a small business. The money is okay, but not enough. Should I keep hustling, or get a job? You know what I mean? And I think that if you're in doubt about whether or not you should keep going on with your business, that means the business that you chose is not, your heart is not in it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I don't imagine Bill Gates.
What's that question you always ask about people's passions? I love it. What's that question you always ask?
Who, me?
Yeah, you always ask a question, bro, about the lottery.
Oh, right.
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 Alley oops.
Yeah.
That's a toss up.
He's like, right.
That's a toss up,
I don't
Daniel.
want to repeat it right now. But
Catch
yes.
the ball,
You
Daniel.
know, normally I ask people, what would you do if you won the lottery?
Would you still
And
be doing?
that answer normally tells you what their passion is.
Ask me.
You know, Kevin,
Yes.
if you won the lottery where they paid you $1 billion,
Yes.
what would you do?
Same thing I do every Monday through Friday.
I believe that. I believe that we would probably have a set that's a floor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's like 500 square feet.
Yo,
Everybody gets their own customized section or whatever.
The studio with that, it would be amazing. I just want to let y'all know. We would have 360
I believe that.
cameras.
We would all have our own cameraman.
We would have we have a key grip, and I don't even really know what the fuck a key grip is, but we would have one. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Program director, all that shit. But
If you was in the morning show, you see that story that I told, the Barris Hammond story, that shit would have been animated. As I'm making it up,
Right.
it would have been an animator animating the shit on the fly, and they didn't even invent that shit yet. But we would have that.
yeah, I
shit.
think this guy or girl is still unsure. I don't think they found their passion yet. I think either they worked the wrong jobs.
This is actually a woman.
Yeah.
No, it's a woman.
I think that she's either worked the wrong jobs, or she definitely chose the wrong business, or she, or she needs different friends, or at least a different network. Because with the business, if the business wasn't doing great, it's helpful if you have access to a mentor or other people who is in the industry that you're in. Because with social media, it's easy to reach out to people. People do it all the time.
I got the best advice for her. Right?
What's that?
She's not making no money on her business. Drive an Uber.
You remember when Young Jock and and somebody really tried to shame him for it. It was just like, oh, you Young Jock, what are you doing driving an Uber? But he's just like, I'm not doing music right now. Then Uber is paying me, so I'm gonna do it. I think people are.
I would dead ass.
There's these shames that are dumb for working certain jobs.
Like the guy who played Elvin on the Cosby Show.
Yeah,
He looks like him.
I don't look.
He was
like
working
Elvin.
in the grocery store.
Definitely look like motherfucking. Do y'all think J. Lou looks like Elvin from the Cosby Show?
Look like Elvin.
I knew him when he was younger. So
I don't look like Elvin.
so just think about Jason a little younger. That's Jason, and Elvin a little younger. Cosby Show.
I actually, my dad remodeled his kitchen, so
Really?
yeah.
He should have brought you and be like, yo, my son look like you.
No,
You ever been around my wife?
I met him. I was just like, oh wow, you look just like Elvin from the Cosby Show. But yeah, it was him. It's pretty cool.
So, damn. Chrissy like, hell no. Like she got a crush on Elvin or some shit.
Hell
no.
I look like.
Can
me.
y'all trust me? I've known this guy my whole life. Can y'all trust me? At some point in his life, he looked like Lionel Richie too.
Listen.
Hello.
When I bring the curly hair out, it's a different thing. I don't really bring it out like that, but I brought it out for a while, and until Shireen B said, I'm gonna put some locks in your hair, and I did it. But that was not my hair goal. The locks, my hair goal was to have the curly hair. And it was just gonna be long.
You didn't go looking for locks. Locks found you.
No, locks found me. So I was just gonna have that long curly and trust me, Dave, I got that nice curly hair that when that shit get wet, that shit just is like flowing all over the place. I look like I just came out of water. But I'm just saying that's not what happened. But that was
what's in your hair right now?
I got just locks and.
Is it raining outside?
Virgin bee honey.
No. I have like oils and stuff, and because you got to keep it you got to maintain it. You got to put the oils in. You can't have your shit dry. I know that. The one thing I like about the locks is I just got to cut the sides of my hair. Because when you think about it, when you always have to get like the Caesars and all that shit, it's like after a week you look like a bum again.
Like a bum.
And all I have to do is just tie my hair up.
I ain't gonna hold you. Quarantine when there was no barbers for like 4 months. I looked at a video of myself doing the morning show. I was like, holy fucking shit, bro. But I wasn't like on no bum shit.
Shireen B, I love my hair. I would never say
I wasn't on no bum shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, thank God I had locks. Because there was people out here looking at me. Y'all remember Young Child during quarantine when before he got it? Son. Yo.
It's like, wow.
Whoa. Yeah. We gotta get Chow on here one day.
Where? One day. It'd be nice.
That's gonna be wild, bro.
Do you know, like, during quarantine, it got so bad that I went on YouTube and figured out how to give myself a fade. And then I started fading my hair. I didn't enjoy doing it because it just felt like I felt like I lost. Because, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Anytime
how does Shireen B even interpret that you say you don't like your locks?
I wanted to say that. I don't know what podcast she was listening to.
What the
I love my locks.
He said that's why I love my locks. Nothing about that statement said that.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna grow too long. I'm just gonna grow it like right here, and then I'm gonna keep it that height because already it's like I have like the hair in my face, and I'm looking at my mannerisms, and I realize I'm starting to do a lot of bitch shit. And
what's bitch shit?
Bitch shit is like I'll be talking, and I'll be like, yeah, and then you know I'll look back, you know, and it's hard because I'll try to edit some of these videos, and then I gotta go by 10 minutes of me doing this.
Wow.
Yo, one time, I don't know if this ever happened to you, Daniel, but right, one time I was walking.
I'm sorry, is this hair conversation make you uncomfortable?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
so this maybe happens to Daniel sometimes, but one time I thought there was a spider on my neck. I was like, oh shit. I don't like spiders on my neck. When I was young, one time a spider crawled on me. I stripped butt ass naked in my house, like right. I don't know, maybe arachnophobia or some shit, right?
We come to Fet now knows the secret of how to get you naked.
Yeah, I guess. So spider on my neck. I look. It's my hair. My hair was touching my fucking neck. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
my shit lit. Your shit is not touching your
neck. It's touching the back of my neck. This is why I have to tie it up because it feels awkward when it's touching my neck.
Yo,
you wear a bonnet?
Listen.
You wear a bonnet?
No, I do wear a bonnet, and then I realized that when you live that long hair life, I usually keep like the what do you call them? What do you call them? Like the head tie things that you tie your head up with.
A direct?
No, the little thing, the circle thing. I don't know, you know what you call it, ladies.
Scarf?
Help me out. No, the little elastic band that you use. This shit.
Panties?
No.
A scrunchie?
Yeah, it is a scrunchie. So now I keep scrunchies on my arm.
Is there a man word that you can use instead of?
I don't want to say scrunchies.
When I use my scrunchie,
it's scrunchie.
Nah, I'm just a munchie.
It's a scrunchie.
No, I don't want to say scrunchie because now I gotta walk in the store now and say, "Where's your scrunchie section?"
A bunchie don't sound. You have any bunchies?
You have any bunchies?
You have a bunchie?
Oh, they sell bunchies.
Are they sell bunchies here?
I need a bunch of bunchies.
A hair tie, maybe. I'll call it a hair tie.
It's not a head tie. Head ties, it tie your head.
Whatever it is, I realize like I have them on my wrist now. So
it's a scrunchie.
But then you know, when you go around and you see women have those things on their wrists. So it's just like, am I turning into
women also wear panties?
Facts.
Yes, and I don't wear panties, but it's just like I'm by my homegirl the other day and she's like, "Oh, we're matching."
People like it's elastic. It's not elastic.
It's elastic.
It's elastic. It is elastic.
It's elastic, but you wouldn't call it. Yo, you have elastic. You have elastic.
You have hair elastics.
You have elastic.
Yo, hair elastics.
No, it's a scrunchie, bro.
No,
it does have hair elastics.
You have a scrunchie in it?
I got in my hair. I got 2-strand twists right now.
His hair is too long for that.
Is it too long? I just need to.
You gonna know when you could do one ponytail, bro.
Yo, I can't do the ponytail. I just got the back, and then
that's a struggle.
I gotta fake it with putting the other ones inside there. But
struggle tail.
Yeah, I got a little struggle, but it's there, and in the dark, you when I just turn like this, and you just see it, everybody like, yo, his hair grew. I mean, it did, but that's not a real ponytail. It just looks like one, but it's angles. I'm gonna stop talking about my hair.
Yeah.
What's the next question, Jason?
Are we done? Are we done with the person? Who doesn't?
I think yeah, Danny, you have anything? Because you
drive
no,
a Uber.
I don't think they're not. I don't think they're serious. I think they need to really think about what they would do if they won the lottery and focus on that. What they would
Yeah.
do if they could do it for free.
Yeah, big facts.
And focus on that, because the energy that the energy in that question was very casual, very calm.
Big
You know,
facts.
I'm not really. I don't feel I'm a 9-to-5 type. You know whether or not you. I know, like every time I get a 9-to-5,
that's what drug dealers say.
it makes me depressed.
I mean, I listen. I wasn't a 9-to-5 type, but I had a 9-to-5s for a long time
Right.
of my life, and then I realized something, and I went full steam ahead in it, and even like for instance, like streaming. You know, I never in a million years thought I was gonna be streaming on this level. You understand? I had no clue, and people like, yo, how do you do it? And I'm just like, I just kept going, and
Good night, fashion.
it kept going,
Fashion.
and now it's just a way of life for me. It's really a way of life for me. Sometimes I'm truly upset when I miss a stream, or I'm somewhere and I could be streaming right now, you know. But it is what it
Because
is.
yeah, when you don't stream and then you realize that people are actually looking forward and depending on you being on, and yeah, that's still something that's like a shock to me now. But I
just
think
I like being here safe.
Yes, sir.
I like being here safe.
and all you gotta do is go back upstairs.
Control space. I have my slippers on. I actually bought slippers
For the studio.
for me to stream in. I have streaming slippers, so I could be wearing whatever. It's always the same slippers on.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna take my shoes off. Get comfortable.
Yeah, I got the fatigue mat over there for you. This nigga taking off his
Take
shoes.
off my shoes. Yeah, you see how big my shoes are?
So what the fuck that mean?
It don't mean shit. It just mean I can't find shoes. Oh, that's so comfortable. Don't you love when you go somewhere and you gotta take your shoes off, and then you realize you wore the good socks that day?
You know what I started doing?
What's that?
Throwing away socks.
Yeah, it's like difficult to do because the socks is the one thing we really don't throw away.
should.
We will keep the socks until our feet completely go through them.
You should throw away socks and underwear.
Underwear, I throw. You know, here's the thing. I got this thing with underwear where I don't like to. I don't like to
where
keep washing.
Am I ready for this?
Yeah, no. I don't like to keep washing underwear. So underwear is something I constantly buy. So I might buy underwear, and this is the week's underwear, and then I'm take it off and I'll actually toss it away, throw it in the garbage.
I could dig it.
That's why I'll just go for like the cheap. You know, I go for the cheap like 5-pack. Just wear them and then toss them away because they don't feel the same after you wash them. There's nothing like that out of the pack underwear feel, and you just can't get that again unless you are throwing it out. So I'll go to the Africans I see outside, and I'll buy the pack of underwears for like $7, and I'll wear that for the week.
Where are these Africans that you buy your underwear from?
I go right there on Ocean Avenue. You know the Africans that set up with their little table outside where you can buy everything? I'll go to them Africans every week and buy the undershirts and underwears.
Yo, big up Kylie B. Kylie B said he realized streaming is it. Kylie B got some interesting viewers, you know. He should tell some of his viewers to come over to my channel for a few. Anyway,
Big Cali B, big up ESL.
Big up.
Cali B.
One more thing.
Big up
like,
Cali B.
one more thing I want to say about the subject with the gal that, you know, with the 9-to-5. She's not that kind of person.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs to take a look at themselves and try to figure out what you're good at, because there's a lot of people with a lot of talents and that have a lot of skills that people need, but they don't for some reason believe in themselves enough that they can make money with their talent. You have a lot of people who cook great, but you know, they're not necessarily selling their food. You have a lot of people who can, you know, design and do, you know, a lot of like, you know, computer work, but they're not making money on that. There's a lot of people who know how to sell weed, but they're not making money selling that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you an example. So just figure out the things.
you know what the problem is? I'll tell you what the problem is. Some people don't start shit because they feel it's not perfect. and he'd be like, I just need this, I need this, I need this.
Yeah, but then you
I used to
start.
suffer from
That's
Right.
and then you start to kind of procrastinate because you just feel like, yo, you're never ready, or
Right.
I need, I've done that before, and we saw when the show started. I was like, he was like, well, Jason, why haven't you started your show? And I was like, well, I don't even have a camera yet. And he was like, so what? You're sitting in a room with all these photographers. He yelled at me. You're sitting in a room with all these photographers and you're talking about you don't have a camera yet. You know how stupid that sounds? You know what I'm saying? I don't let a lot of people tell me how stupid I sound, just like that. But he made an excellent point because
It was kind of dope
yeah,
shit.
you gotta, and we was talking
It's a lot of dope shit that happens though, so don't feel bad.
yeah, but in general, you gotta pull from the resources that you have. Like Kev has all these things here. Yeah, I can go buy a camera and then set things up at the cave, but it's not difficult for me to take 10 or 15 minutes to drive over here.
Then you would be going through all this shit.
Right, then I'd be going through all this shit every day.
You know who wrote you the question? You remember the author?
I don't know if they're
You don't
in
have to
here.
name them, but I'm just saying. I'm just curious if you're able to
If the
write them
person,
again.
if I'll write them again.
So
I don't.
then, to ask them if they'd be interested in you reviewing their business.
Yes,
You know?
yes, that'd be a great idea.
And if it's good, you can share.
I
it
hope
with your
these
friends.
people are actually tuned in. I hope they're not just sending you questions and you're not getting all this
Yeah, that
no.
would-
all this game.
For the most part, even if you're not here, and I haven't looked to see if the person's in here, but even if you're not here, and I don't really like to say names because I don't want to put your business out there unless you tell me to put it in there because Poppy ain't no snitch. But yeah, you have to look at the resources that you have around you, and you have to understand how to use them. If you want to be a photographer, befriend some photographers, because even if you don't have a camera, they have camera and they can teach you how to do some things to get to that next level. You have to not be afraid to use the people around you to further yourself. And a lot of people, they know these people who have these resources, but they don't go and use them for fear or whatever it is. But I'm just saying that's not going to get you anywhere. And that's my final thoughts on that.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, next question. When the world completely opens, what are the 3 places in the world to visit and why?
a carnival, a second carnival, and a third carnival.
That was my 3 answers, you son of a bitch. That was my answers. Carnival.
Carnival, and more Carnival.
And just in case, another fucking carnival. That's it.
Where though?
Any-
I don't.
It doesn't.
St.
I mean,
Lucia,
you
Barbados, and I don't know what the other one would be.
St. Lucia, Barbados, Grenada, Trinidad. I want to go to London. Not necessarily for carnival, not for Notting Hill Carnival. I definitely want to. I want to go to London.
For you guys out there in the chat, put down where the first place you guys are. The top 3 places you guys are going to go to after when the world opens up.
You have to go to the Caribbean. You have to go to the Caribbean.
So you wouldn't name.
I gotta wait like 2 years because I'm not doing no damn vaccine.
You have to go to the Caribbean.
See, that's the thing. What worries me about going away is when I get there, that I can go to a country and I can test, and they say you have to have this test to get back on the plane, and I can test negative, and I'm not. I can test positive, and I'm not even positive. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something was wrong with the test. Now I got to wait to take that test again to leave the country. That's the only thing that I'm kind of like wary about, because I know even places like Grenada that I want to go to, they require you to have a negative test in order to come into the country. So I just don't want to get stuck up in that when I'm ready to leave. So I'm not sure how much of the world has to open for me to like start traveling like that again. But it's got to be
places that are open.
Yeah, there's a
You're
lot
not
of.
able to go anywhere you want to go, but there's a lot of alternatives to where you might have wanted to go that you can't go.
I like having the option to say I want to go here, I want to go there. I don't really like to be restricted. And then it's just like I'm a very, I can be like very, very OCD type of person, so I don't want to be on a plane for like a couple of hours with a mask on. I'll fucking hyperventilate in that shit.
Let's go to sleep.
I can't. I've never in my life fell asleep
Get the
on a
face
plane.
shield.
Get the face shit.
I just can't have my. I'll be like like trying to put a mask on a 3-year-old in the plane. It's just like
Yo, bro, it's really not that serious, bro.
Nah, I want to be able to breathe.
Yeah, I breathe fine.
Even when I came over here in an Uber, even for that little ride, it's like a 10-minute ride, but having that mask on,
You know what sucks?
What's that?
You guys heard about that law they're trying to pass?
What law?
I don't know if that's true, but I seen it.
No. Okay. So
It's
the
a
law
bill.
is old. Yeah,
Okay.
What they're trying to make a policy is old. It's like 2015. They initially introduced it, and every year they try to bring it up, but it never really makes it to where it needs to be for it to become a law. And now with Corona, it's become more relevant again. Originally, like around SARS and stuff like that, it first came up. But it's basically a thing where they're like, if I remember correctly, because I don't fully remember and I don't have it in front of me, but it's something to the effect of like, if you can get forced out your home to quarantine if you don't quarantine.
Put you in like a concentration camp.
Yeah. Well, that's the fear.
Yeah, but that's what it sounds like.
And they can force you to take they can impose treatment and vaccination.
If you test negative, if you test positive.
Yeah.
If you test positive for it. I saw it, but I didn't do my research, so listen, this year I saw so much conspiracy theories about every single thing out there. So I don't want to be on one of those shows, I don't know it to be fact. I've seen it, and just because you see something on Instagram and enough people post it, doesn't.
I looked it up.
All you gotta do is make a decent video on something, and people will believe it.
Yeah, that's big facts. You have to.
I had a debate about that.
You have to literally say, like, if you was watching the morning show, anybody saw the morning show? I had to make the disclaimer that I made up the story because I didn't want nobody getting back to me. Kevin, are you saying this about Marshall and
Barris and all this thing? Kevin, how could you?
And popcorn and thing. Yo, bro.
When he call you say, why others hear my name in your mouth?
You know what I'm saying? That is an icon. Are you doing that?
And Marshall gonna say, hey, you doing a bad impression of me?
I'm telling you.
Might have jokes.
I ain't gonna lie. Working out with a mask on is one of the hardest things I've done. Because when the mask gets wet, it's really like you're underwater. Like it's like being waterboarded. Yes. It's like when when I was doing my Taekwondo classes, which I really need to get back into. It's already.
I'm about to ask you, would you do? I meant to ask you earlier this week. Would you do private lessons now during this?
Private lessons with people?
With kids.
Yeah, with people. Yeah, not with cats and dogs.
Kids? In the dojo? Sure. Yeah, you social. The dojo, my dojo is huge, bro. But taking the classes because it's very, very strenuous. I didn't realize how strenuous it was until I stopped doing it as regularly as I did, and I tried to do it again. I was like, Jesus Christ! I was really like,
all I remember.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you ever used for a mask?
I've never used anything weird for a mask. I thought about wearing using the girls' underwear just to see reactions, but I didn't follow through on it. I never tried anything weird.
When it first started and nobody really knew anything, we went through phases, and at the beginning we were really dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Dumb?
The majority
Who
of
is
the
we?
Who's we?
The majority
I
of
was
the
not dumb.
Here's why I say that.
I was not dumb.
Information was still coming in.
I was
There
not
was
dumb.
a lot of things we did not know as
Fuck
a group of people. There's a lot of things we didn't know.
Speak for yourself.
So whether you want to say dumb, whether you want to say
I was not dumb, bro. Off the rip, let me tell you something. Off the rip. On that Thursday, I went to the store and I looked for masks, right? I had 2 N95 masks from my construction jobs laying around, right? I bought coffee filters and I cut them and I put them in a mask and I said, listen, this is a barrier so you could reuse the mask, right? People on my social media, Kevin, you're putting people's lives in danger. You shouldn't be doing freaking that, this and this and that. Or, some people was like, thanks for the information. Maybe like 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the kind of months came out. Do you know they started making masks that take inserts? And you know what some of the inserts were? Fucking
Coffee filters?
filters.
Would you still use coffee filters now?
Absolutely.
Do you?
No, I don't. I have enough masks.
I had an issue when they made it okay for you to basically cover your face with a bandana, a scarf. You know,
Is it what I like to call?
It's to placate the people who wrote you complaining. Like
it's the chopped cheese mask. This is
extra. Right. We got to do extra now because people are stupid.
I think
and I got to make them feel good.
I in certain situations,
A bandana is better than a mask.
A bandana is better than nothing.
A bandana is harder
nothing.
to breathe than a mask.
But
the holes in the bandana is not stopping nothing.
No,
you can't say that, bro.
It's really not.
Y'all cannot fucking
It's
say that.
It's just making you feel comfortable.
Y'all cannot say that.
But it's not doing anything.
Y'all cannot say that. You work in construction job, and if you was in a demolition,
Construction dust is different than the virus.
Hold on, let me finish. All right.
No problem.
I will say this again. Any barrier is better than no barrier. You cannot debate me on that.
Yes, I can. You know it's cheesecloth?
What's cheesecloth?
A gauze? You can tell me gauze is as good?
This is technically a barrier.
Right.
So are you going to say like, can I get in the Uber like this?
This is technically a barrier.
That could kill you.
This is technically a barrier.
No, it's not.
Anything in front of your face is technically a barrier.
Okay.
So that is incorrect.
A woolen scarf from Burberry is a barrier. You can tell me that's as good as an N9 mask?
I didn't say it's as good. I said it's better than nothing.
It can't be in the same conversation when we're talking about a virus.
Any barrier is better than no barrier.
Nah.
So you should wear a mask. But if you don't,
I'm gonna use one of them.
So you're gonna say I don't have a mask, so I'm not gonna cover my shit at all.
Any kind of barrier is just because you want to go in somewhere and you don't have a mask.
That's like saying I don't have on a seatbelt, but I'm holding on to the thing on the door. That's better than not doing nothing, right?
Yeah, you still gonna fly through the windshield.
Right.
No, it's not.
You will. You can't be like, I was holding on to the door. I don't know how I ended up out the windshield.
Just because two of y'all agree, don't make y'all full of shit. I don't give a fuck. Y'all know I don't give a just because. Yeah.
I agree with you, Jason. I don't know what that guy's talking about.
He doesn't like it.
I don't like it.
That's what happens when you have long dreads. You start saying weird shit. Yeah. Any barrier is better than no barrier.
Any barrier is better than no barrier.
Any condom is better than no condom.
No.
Who cares if it has holes in it? It's better than not wearing a condom at all.
It's better than nothing.
No.
Exactly.
I prayed to Jesus before I put this on. It's better than just going in without praying.
I have the barrier of Jesus' love.
Jesus will protect me.
Yeah,
I am a child
from
of
your
God.
STDs. Jesus will protect me.
How we get here with the STDs, bro?
I'm just saying. It's just like I feel the same way. All of it is still something that's got to get inside of you. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck you talking about?
A virus got to get inside of you, my nigga.
The virus have consent.
All right? The virus got to get inside of you.
What got to get inside of you, bro?
The virus have to get inside of you. Then the monster got to get inside of you, too.
What's the next question?
On that note, please.
What's the next topic about inside of you?
The virus had to get in there.
Mother cunt is this.
God. Okay. I'm interested in talking to a chick. She got a child. I've never dated somebody with kids. What's your experience with? I typed this wrong, but yeah, what's your experience with dating someone with kids?
Run.
It's great.
Really, Danny?
It's great, Daniel.
No.
It's great when they're yours.
Exactly. Exactly.
You can punch this little nigga in the face.
For one, it's
run.
Well, listen. I really don't have much experience with this.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna gracefully
bow out.
But still, even though you don't have that experience,
so would you recommend it?
Yeah.
If Jason says, "Yo, that girl right there, I really, really like her.
She got a fat ass, but she got 2 kids."
You know what I mean?
Now, I'll be honest.
What the fat ass got to do with anything?
That's how she got the 2 kids, my nigga.
Right. But now these 2 kids come with obligations and expectations.
Now that fat ass come with 2 kids.
How old are the kids?
I don't know.
It don't fucking matter. They're still an expense.
No, it do matter. If the kids is 18?
No, it don't. Because now this 18-year-old kid could come in and still cause problems.
Yeah, now you got to deal with a mouthy motherfucker.
Right. That could get punched in the face that you can't punch in the face.
You ain't never seen Baby Boy?
Exactly. Exactly.
You want
Exactly.
You trying to cook eggs in the fucking kitchen, naked and shit, making love to your woman. This little nigga walk in, asking if you made him breakfast too.
Trying to stop me from being a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Why y'all think? Why is it always like a financial thing? I'm just.
I ain't saying nothing about
it's
that.
Not always
I
a
ain't saying nothing
financial
about
thing,
that.
but it's a financial thing. One, let's not try to dodge that bullet,
If you wait, hold on, Dan.
please.
Hold on, Dan. Wait.
No problem.
Wait. The man just meet the woman, right? He's not putting her kids through college, all right?
You might
You're
have to
saying
one
that,
day.
You're saying that, one, because you're not experienced in this. Two, you have sense in your fucking head. And three, you're not a man who with those types of expectations. I'm telling you from my own experience, and you can call me triggered, jaded, or damaged, or whatever the fuck you want. But
Spicy.
Oh my God.
Spicy.
there are women out there that expect you on the first date to pay for their childcare, to pack an extra meal for them to take home, and all this other shit.
What are you talking about? Where do you get these
Dating?
women?
Yeah, she doing too
What
much.
are you talking about? This is what's going on?
She's doing too
This
much.
is what's going on today, 2021.
Wait. So to take a girl out, she wants you to pay for her babysitter?
Childcare, yes. You
Oh,
want
I
to
didn't
see
know
me?
that.
No,
you
no,
need
no.
to make me. You want to see me? You need to make sure that I'm available and make sure my
That
child
sounds
is
like
taken
somebody
care
who's
of.
gonna ruin your life.
This.
Exactly.
She's gonna ruin your
Listen,
life, and she's telling you
run.
early. She said, "I'm gonna ruin your
Forget
life
about
now."
that, right? Long term.
Stop going on YouGonnaGetZo.com for these women.
It's .org. Zone.org.
That's short term, immediately challenges. Long term, she has a kid, and you guys are living together. Your relationship progresses. Mm-hmm. This kid has a dad, and most dudes don't want another dude having anything to do with their kid.
Unless they ain't shit, and then
They don't give
as
a
long
fuck.
as this nigga's paying for the shit, they
You know
ain't
what's
coming
funny?
around.
It'd be the ones who ain't shit that be the loudest with the bullshit. But anyway, so here you are,
With dumb shit too.
feeding his kid, housing his kid, taking care of his kid. He has input on whether or not you can do whatever to his kid. How does the conversation about
You
this?
gotta clear up what you mean when you say two.
Nah, I'm talking about sane, healthy, real shit. I'm not talking about deviant.
So say
If people start bringing up deviance, that's their issue.
but the way you said two,
If
you
I'm
gotta
talking
say
about-
four. That's all
That's
I'm
a good
saying.
point. A good point. You got that.
You
You're
don't
right.
do
You're
good
right.
things to a person.
You're right.
You could do good things
There you
for a
go.
person.
I apologize.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a very good point.
Thank you.
Language
matters.
I look at it like this, and this is going to give me flack for the people in here who have multiple children. I will date you if you have one child. I don't care if I have 5. I am only dating you if you one I would do, but I'm not dealing with 2 because
Jason,
now
how much kids you got?
I got 2 biological children.
Okay, good. So if somebody, a woman that you was very interested in, like I'm talking about, she was everything you needed, right?
Yeah.
She was the kit and caboodle, right? That's what they used to say, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who says that, but yeah, okay.
They said that in my day.
They said that.
Daniel's
They
day.
said that in the 1920s. The kitten caboodle.
Kit and caboodle. She's a kit
Kitten
and
caboodle.
caboodle.
I tell you,
That,
Right.
The bee's
right.
knees.
The bees.
she's the kitten caboodle. She's the bee's
Bee's
knees.
knees.
The bee's knees. Right.
Hachi machi.
Right. So, right. She was all that, and she said, oh shit, you got 2 kids. I can't do it. How would you feel?
She got 2 kids.
You nigga.
I've experienced that before.
Exactly.
I've had a woman
And
tell
life
me,
goes on.
you know what? I can't mess with you, and I had one. She was like, I can't mess with a dude with kids. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at your follower count.
Yeah.
You have 239 followers.
Yes, I do.
We need to get to 250 today.
250 today.
We need 11 more followers to get to 250. Shitty life. We need 250 followers today.
Get me 250.
That's all I'm saying.
I will appreciate it. Yes, but let me go back to what I was saying. 'cause
Like I said, I
I've
don't know
dated. First of all, let me tell you about the chick that she wouldn't have done it, but years later, we didn't end up dating. We ended up just hooking up. It was like a one night stand thing.
Fucked her.
Yeah, I fucked her, and she.
Oh, you just got a follower. Look at that.
Oh, look at that! Thank you.
That.
Thank you for the follow, Coach Whitney. Appreciate you. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself, Coach Whitney.
Yeah. So And then years later, we ended up hooking up. It's just, I was coming from a party and I seen her at Peppers, and it was like, oh shit. And then we went back to my place, and then we talked about that. She was like, listen, I always wanted to tell you that, I always felt bad about, what I said to you about the kids. But
she just wanted to fuck, bro.
But yeah, I understand. She just wanted to fuck. And yeah.
She zoned you for the dick. So
She
this
zoned
time
you for the
the
dick,
Zoe was
bro.
okay.
I knew what she was doing. You know how I knew? Because she was like, here's what she told me. She's like, yo, you remember, she was like, you remember back in the days, you used to give really good massages, and all I'm thinking is like, I'm getting some pussy tonight.
Wait. You massaged her before?
I gave her a massage before because she had asked for it, so I just gave it to her.
And you didn't get what you get?
Nigga, why did you put the two? Yes, it happened. I gave her.
So you gave her a massage, and what happened after the massage?
That was the night that she told me.
It was in the night.
There was a night she was over my crib.
A nighttime massage is not platonic.
Yeah, it was a nighttime massage.
Was this with clothes on? Because
nah, I took the bra off. The titties was out.
Nigga,
The titties was out.
how old is you?
Shit.
I don't answer that. Forget it. Stop it.
So
Don't answer
yes, and you know what I'm saying. And I thought that night I was going in, and it didn't. And then she told me, she was like, "I really like you, but I can't fuck with a dude with kids."
Yo, wait a second, Jason, are you leaving part of the story out?
I'm not leaving any part of the story out.
Jason,
I swear to you,
Jason.
Listen, we were
Did
in
you
my
eat a pussy, Jason?
No, I did not. We were in the living room. She was telling me about how her back was hurting. I was like, "You want me to like massage it?"
Your massage game is corny, bro.
No, my massage game was
No,
good.
if it was dope, you would have fucked her.
Yo, bro, she was half
Listen,
naked.
Because she knew that before she took the massage.
Yo, bro,
she used you.
She came back years later and
Did you zoe her back?
Yeah, I did. I
How
stopped.
did you zoe her back?
After I stopped picking up the phone.
ghosted her.
She would call me and I wouldn't pick up the phone no more because
ghosted her.
that's because I was petty. I was in my feelings because now you fucking me after all this time.
Men don't have to handle women with kids. We get to choose whether or not we want to date a woman with kids, and we get to say no. It's not about men can't handle it. We don't have to. I'm sorry. That was one of the comments.
It's one of those things where we don't have the choice as men of whether you're going to have the baby or not. That's one of the things you get to do as a woman, and one of the things we get to do as men is when it's not ours, we get to decide if we're not going to have it or not.
Hold on. You staying away from the fucking subject. You had her titties out.
Damn it!
You was rubbing her. She gave you permission.
I didn't rub her titties.
What?
I didn't listen. It wasn't. I didn't do any of that. I took it off because I was just like.
So what she had on her bottom?
I was given.
She had on. You had it in her panties.
I don't remember what her panties was. She didn't take off her pants.
So she had her pants on.
She had her pants on
your bed.
I was giving her a massage
On the bed.
Listen.
On the bed.
I'm gonna give you all the details, nigga. Hold on.
Was it on the bed?
Wait, you got a raid?
I'ma tell you.
You got a raid? Did you get a raid?
I don't know. Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It says evening fellas incoming raid from DJ Mal.
Oh.
Wait. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself.
Shout out to all the people. Big up to DJ, whoever it is. We just gonna call him DJ Johnny. Big up DJ Johnny.
Big up DJ Johnny. Big
Johnny,
up
big up yourself, Johnny. Shit. Son.
Listen, I'm gonna give you the story because listen, here's the thing, and I'm going to openly admit this.
I can't believe we're really.
My way of back then, my mind has changed through experiences because I realized that I was doing a lot of nice guy shit. So I would always try to be this nice guy gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to be no force. I would give you a massage because I just thought that's what, if your back is hurting and you're a woman and I'm a man and I can do this, that I'm going to give you a massage. And it was just like, I just felt like I was doing what a man should do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like as you get older, you just see, you don't got time for that bullshit. But back then, I know I had a time for it. I felt like if I was that sweet guy who did those sweet things, that the world of pussy would open up. And it's not that. You know what started opening up when you fuck and you don't call and you don't return their call, because then they won't call you every day. But it's true. It's fucked up. But it's true. But when you want
Sounds
to,
like this zoning that you keep going through is karma.
I think it's fucking you up. Listen. For one, let me break down something to you, right? If a woman is allowing you to massage her in your house, a grown,
I was 20. I was 20.
After the sun is down.
I was 23, 24 at this time.
and she was around that age,
Yes.
a grown,
I think she was maybe about like a year or two younger than me.
a grown woman who was not a virgin, correct?
She claimed she was.
Oh.
She was in school to be a nun at the time. She was literally in school.
Why are you massaging a nun?
Listen.
She already came with the plan B excuse.
Because it's not someone I just met. It's someone I knew.
And you thought you was gonna fight the power of God?
I thought I could break through Jesus. I just thought I could.
What the fuck, bro? What is wrong with you, man?
No, but she was in that part where she didn't know if that's what she wanted to do or not. And she ended up leaving that after that. She ended up not, doing in the nurses thing anymore, and
So
You said
you
nun.
fucked up her
You
nun
said
career.
nun, not nurse. You said nun.
not you know what I mean. Sorry, I mean nun, not nurse. Sorry,
A nun, a nun and a nurse
it's
is
two different things.
different.
It just starts with an N. Sorry, I was confused.
So
Yeah.
does nipple.
So yes, so I didn't say nipple, but I might say that soon. Yeah, and so that was it. And at the time, I just thought I was naive enough to think that the massage was the gateway to the.
Wait, was this
to
the same
pussy.
girl who?
No, it was not.
So he has the other one was a pastor.
This is you and God's children.
I don't know. This is a chick that I met. You remember
the
back?
devil.
You remember back in the days when we used to do the Miss Grenada pageants?
Yeah, I got
right.
a award for it.
Yes, this was somebody that I've done it with, and I've done
That's
it.
a fun fact.
I've done it a few times.
That's a fun fact.
All right, so this
Me
is
and Jason we used to be escorts in the Miss Grenada USA pageant.
yeah, and the moment I saw her, and it was one of those things, and I saw her, and I was like, oh my God, who is that? And I did my best to get to know her and everything. And this is after all that.
She
this
was
is
in
me.
the pageant?
Yeah, this was somebody I walked with, and you don't not know who it is because I did it about 8 times. So it's any one of those 8 people I walked out with. So I'm not spilling the beans about who it is.
Nasty motherfucker, son.
So I got a cousin who married one of them. So you know what I mean?
Not me.
No, not you. I'm not gonna say his name either. But
So what does that mean?
what does what mean? I'm just saying it is at that point that was a gateway to meet these new women.
Did she have a kid?
No.
How did we get here?
Because she didn't want to do her excuse for not wanting to deal with me that
Oh, it's 'cause you had kids.
because I had a kid, and
Right,
she was
right,
just
right.
like, listen,
Did
I
you
really
think that she's the devil because of that? Did you think that she's a bad person?
no,
She's
not
a
at
real
all.
woman
You know what?
because of her
When
preference?
she said that to me, I felt like at that point,
Full of shit.
I couldn't. I can't fuck with you because my kid is everything to me.
was
So it's just
trying
like once you're telling me that, it's
She
just
was
like
trying to get some head.
no, I wasn't doing it. I
I
wasn't
think
doing
they
that.
tell each other.
I think she was trying to just get some
Mighty
head.
J. Lou.
Listen,
He will suck your pussy and
I
let
think
you leave.
listen. I know what happened. She was trying to get some head without giving up the pussy. That's what happened.
It could have been. You could have been right.
She was trying. That's why she let you massage.
Is there a Facebook
Face
Facebook group?
There's a
that
face
know
group.
about you, Jason?
That know about me?
Yeah.
It's probably.
Jason.
I attract trouble. I don't know if you noticed this.
That
Did you see my story on Instagram?
that massage game. Let me tell you,
Trouble.
if it's a massage, there is a chance. I don't know how slim. What's the percentage, ladies, of chances? Like if chance was a percentage, what would be the percentage of chance a man would have if you let him massage you with your titties out?
A bare naked titty massage.
It wasn't exactly like titties in my
she
face,
ain't
bare
paid for
naked.
it-
It was just like titties.
Did you use cream
I
or
did.
oil?
No, I actually used massage oil. I had massage oil, my nigga.
You use massage oil?
I had massage
You
oil.
you went and prepared to get Zode.
I have massage oil. I just like I told you, I was a romantic ass nigga. I still am in a lot of ways. But I
Look,
just,
you see
a
the
romantic ass
percentage?
nigga
You
is
see the percentage?
99.999.
That's better than the coronavirus vaccine.
the fact is I did not get it that night, but years later I did the same exact thing, and I beat.
And it worked twice.
No,
On the second time.
The second time it worked.
I can't believe you
The
ever
second
did
time I was the massage was requested. She was like, "Yo, you really used to give some good massages back in the days. Do you want to? You mind
I
giving
would've
me
been
one
like,
now?"
fuck you, bitch.
I was like,
You bugging, son.
whatever. But this one, the massage was very short because it's just like it was a quick
When's
ass.
the last time you got zoned?
It's been a while. It's been a while. Listen, I'm not. Listen,
thought about
it's my approach to women and what I've learned in the years is so different now
Jason, you should've-
than what I used to do. Because I
like this answer so far.
I used to do.
He fucked up.
I used to do these silly things that I figured was going to. I was doing acts instead of just
Being yourself.
saying myself and doing my piece.
Jason.
The amazing thing is once you start being yourself, because if I'm outside at everybody knows if you go to a party with me, house party, I'm gonna be all over the place. I will have conversations with nearly everybody in there that night because I'm more comfortable with myself. I wasn't comfortable with myself. There are sometimes these points like in man's life where we kind of undervalue ourselves and we try to look at these traits like, well, I'm gonna be this good massage guy and that's gonna make me more valuable, or I'll be you go out and pay for the dinner guy because that's gonna make me more valuable. And the thing that makes you the most valuable is being yourself. So I can't tell you now anytime recent that I've been zoned because this shit just won't happen. I smell that shit coming from miles away.
You
and
fucked up.
Wow.
This is what you should have did. You should have said, "Oh yeah," and gave her the best massage ever, right?
And no dick.
And no dick.
I brought her to the crib because I wanted some ass.
No, nigga.
And I knew at
But
that
she
point,
wasn't worthy.
At that point, you know what? I knew that, but I just think
Was she good?
It actually
No, she wasn't.
no.
She wasn't good.
No.
Because you ain't
She
called her
wasn't
back.
good.
Nigga. You
Exactly.
called her back.
The
If
reason
she was
the
good,
reason
you would've called her back.
The reason I didn't call her back,
You would've
because-
married her.
No, the reason I didn't call her back is because my pride wouldn't let me do it because I know what she
But your
told me.
pride let you fuck.
My pride, that didn't have nothing to do with my
You don't-
pride.
you don't love your
That was a
dick?
conversation my dick had all along. My dick was like, we still doing this, right?
You fucked up, bro. There's no way she would have got my fluids.
Nah.
You would have not got my fluids.
She got it all over. She got all over
Yo,
her
bro,
back.
I would have. What?
She got it all over her back.
You ain't use a condom.
Yes, I did use a condom, but I took off the bus. I don't like coming on my own dick, nigga. I told you that. So I take off the condom, the bus. I don't bust inside.
Why did you choose her back as the location?
It was just
There's better places if you wanted to.
so-
show
no,
that power.
So you was doing what you ever did.
Yeah, I
and
was-
then took off the condom
and just
did-
I just painted a picture.
okay.
You
if
get no
say
points
so.
for that.
I don't.
Why not? I don't mind that.
That was your revenge.
No, that wasn't my
I'm
revenge.
gonna come on your back.
My revenge is just like I got it. Your balance was due. You know, I came and I collect. The account is closed, and I moved on.
Jason. Don't do that shit no more, bro.
Nah. First of all, like I said, this was also a long time ago. It wouldn't have happened now because
You would have still fucked her now.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I am a lot more picky about who.
You
But
get
it was
massages
good.
too.
But it
No,
was good.
I don't.
It was good.
I haven't. I'm not gonna give you. I know these things.
Yo,
and
you dead ass son.
You dead ass? I know these things, and I look at them, and I would think
Bullshit.
like,
You
well,
got it.
what did you do? My massage is gonna be pretty damn good. So what did you do to earn that massage?
got a raid.
We got a raid.
We got a raid.
Raid. Who? Oh shit, we got a raid. We got 70 people. Who raided it? Who did it? Who did it? Okay.
The same DJ I told you about earlier.
All right, so check this out, right? All the followers, right?
DJ Mal.
Shout out. This is Mighty J. Lou. That's him right there.
Right. So what you need to do is follow
Bat, DJ
Nah,
Mal.
there you go.
Bat. So we need 10. No, right now we need 9 followers to get to 250 followers. This is a brand new page. We talk a lot of stuff from different points of views. Daniel here is Daniel. He's Daniel. He looks like a manager. We look like fucking Melly Vanelli, and he looks like our fucking manager. Blame it on the
Rain.
Cherry baby, trust me, I'm not lying about any of this stuff. I just I don't.
Why would he lie about
I don't.
this dumb shit?
I don't lie, but these are
Why would
things
he
that
lie?
actually happen.
Yeah, there's
and,
better things to lie about.
Right, and I'm gonna believe me. I'm gonna sit here and give 100% every fucking night, whether it sounds good or not.
Why would he lie?
You're gonna get to know me.
These stories I don't even know. Every time he tells me these stories, I'm like, what the fuck you was thinking, bro?
Yeah, those things. It wouldn't happen now. Now I'd be like, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. It's not back
No
then.
way.
You're talking to a guy who has a spreadsheet about this, right? So
Fair enough.
At certain point, quantity was important to me. So as long as you were a part of that list, and I felt like I got you,
slut.
and then I felt it was good. Now quality is way more important to me because a good woman is far better than good pussy.
How we get here?
I don't know, but to go back to the question about he's thinking about dating a girl who has kids. I would say that it meant two things. It depends on if you just want to fuck or if you're looking for something serious. I don't think you should just fuck girls with kids. I think if you're gonna date a girl with kids, which is totally fine, and a lot of people do it.
Unless she just wants to fuck.
Right. Unless she made it blatantly clear. Listen, I'm not looking for nothing serious.
Girls with kids need dick
I just
too.
want to fuck you. Right. I'm just saying
Girls
it's
with
not
kids
something that you
need
should play
dick.
with.
And sometimes
Because it's more
no,
people,
but sometimes maybe they're not in a situation with their baby father, and maybe they don't want to be in any situation.
Right. No, absolutely.
But they still need some dick.
Listen, absolutely.
This-
I've
and
met a
it's-
few of
You
those
still
girls.
need your dick appointments.
I've met a few of them, and they exist. I'm just saying.
Just find a
it's
babysitter.
not
Don't
cool.
don't make me walk in and I gotta say hi to this little nigga when I'm trying to fuck his moms.
What's up, son?
Yeah, what up, little nigga?
What's up, my nigga?
You good?
I wouldn't care. But whatchamacallit?
I
Savage.
bought you some Popeyes, my nigga. Just eat them
There's
shits.
a lot of people who would treat a girl with a kid as a temporary person, and the girl with the kid doesn't know that. I don't think that's cool. And if that's what if you're looking for something temporary, and she didn't make it clear that that's what she wants, you should.
I mean, it's pretty easy to know if you're temporary with a girl with a kid, because if she really thinks of you going to be long term, you're going to meet the kids. If it's a responsible woman, if it's a responsible mother, she's not going to introduce you to her kids. You will never,
Absolutely.
right? Because that's how you'll know.
And that just goes to show that there's no doubt as to whether or not she's just playing or whether or not she's serious.
Right. So all he has to do is assess the situation. Right. Listen, she got kids. Does she intend on you meeting the kids?
Right.
If not, then she just probably wants you for your dick, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta have a real conversation though about me. I don't want to just meet your kids on the. I don't want to meet you at the park and all of a sudden it's like, hey guys, this is so and so. I don't want that. Just we gotta have a conversation. You got
Another follower. That's what I'm talking about.
Career killer. Big up, yes, Sal.
Big up, career killer.
Thank you. Oh, for the bits. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much.
That's what's up.
That's why I can't deal with multiple kids or multiple baby daddies. You got multiple baby daddies. I'm not.
How much baby mothers you got?
I got 2, but it's different.
Why are you talking about the kettle pot?
It's one of those. It's one of those things, and I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you, bro?
But it's worse for girls. That's the double
Yes,
standard
exactly.
that exists.
It is a double standard. It is what it is. We just gotta accept it. Wizzy gets busy. Big up yourself. Thank you for the follow.
That's some ownership guy. Listen, bro. Listen. I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna let you do this.
Do what?
What he's doing.
What am I doing?
What's the next question?
No. Danny, finish your statement. Fuck that.
No,
Fuck what he says.
For the most part, dating somebody with a kid is it's a totally different scenario. And it can work, it exists, it happens. I'm not against it. I will admit that it's a lot easier or more convenient or more desirable to date someone without kids, of course. But it's still possible for you to find the person for you who does have kids. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. I've been in that. One of the things is that the attachment that you get to a kid, and it's like those are the things, because you reach a certain point where it's like I'm not only breaking up with you, I'm breaking up with multiple people at the same time. I'm breaking up with you, I'm breaking up with your kids, and yeah, you say you never been in that situation, but to be in that situation and then you got to look at somebody, a little child that you've been around with for a while, and then you might not see them again. That shit could fucking hurt.
Show
Which is
me
why
that smile.
There's a big
again.
difference
Show
between
me
dating
that
somebody with no kids
See, he don't know. That's why he's being a
versus
cunt.
somebody with kids. You know what I mean? And again, we all know if Halle Berry in the 90s had a twin, one is with the baby, one is without. You're choosing the one without the baby.
I ain't like Halle
If that's the
Berry.
only thing that if that's the only difference between the two,
I ain't like Halle
And,
Berry.
whoever it is that you
and
like.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with women
before,
with children.
you get hate mail. And all
Yeah,
that
if it's
shit.
like, oh, women with children. No, not at all. I'm just saying that it's it's a package deal, right?
depends.
And I gotta see.
It depends.
I gotta see if I'm ready for the whole package.
It depends
It depends on what.
on what?
the age of the individual.
No, it
And
doesn't.
The age of the
kids.
individual and the age of the kids just vary the issues versus a person with no kids. The variables and the levels of complications or whatever is vastly different. There's a huge difference between dating someone with kids, no matter if it's a 6-month-old or a 16-year-old or a 26-year-old.
Listen, check this out. If it's a guy who maybe, or a woman, well, let's go with the guy, right? If it's a guy who maybe doesn't want any kids, and he has a problem dating women who want kids, and maybe he meets a woman who doesn't want any kids because she already has kids. That is a relationship that has the potential to work.
This is another reason why I don't mind if you have one kid.
That's a good
because
one
I don't want
example
another
to
one, so
disprove the
I'll
generalization.
just take one of yours.
Let's
I know
not
he's gonna
act
say
like
that
that's normal.
fucking bullshit. Yo, listen.
Who?
Next
Me?
question.
What did he say?
I said bullshit or he said bullshit?
I said I knew you was going to say that bullshit.
Me?
Yeah, you
What did
said
he
it.
say that was bullshit?
Okay. No, I
That
acknowledge
bullshit.
I acknowledge the fact that what he just did is name a scenario, a possible scenario that makes sense. But that one scenario that he was able to articulately explain that made sense doesn't represent the vast majority of the scenarios.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean?
Is there anybody out there? The phone lines are open. 855-430-6225.
Read that shit better than that.
855-430-6225.
Thank you.
Did you like the voice?
You got to add a cadence to
I'm
it.
gonna add the voice. 855-430-6225.
There you go.
You want to drag out the last digit.
Yeah, 6225.
6225.
855-430-6225.
There you go. That was great.
That was fucking
Oh,
awesome.
it's
The
like-
other shit was
Book it.
mad,
Book
like
it.
hooked on phonics type shit.
Yeah. If anybody wants the Caucasian voice for their answer machine, just let me know. Send me a DM. I'll be the voice of the answer machine. Nobody answers the answer machine
You need
anymore.
to prank call some motherfuckers. That's what we need to do.
I don't mind that. I'll prank call the shit out of somebody.
We need to prank call somebody.
Maybe for Fuckery Friday,
Yeah.
we can prank call somebody.
Prank call anybody.
I want to prank call the scam likely people. Like I want to call them and give them all my credit card and information, my social security number. Not the real shit, but just see what they're gonna do with it.
I want to prank call a favorite black business.
A favorite black business or a famous one?
Favorite.
Okay.
Let's call it Chow's Restaurant.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to call Chow's Restaurant now?
It's
they're open.
10:24. It's 10:24.
We could always call Footprints.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Stay away from that one.
I'm not calling. I could call. I go stay away from that.
Yeah. They actually have Kevin's picture hanging up in the wall in both locations. Don't act like it ain't true.
Yo, you know what? I actually called somebody who called me, and they left a message saying that there's an open case that if I don't call, they're coming to arrest me. Right? And they wanted to get my social security number.
Yeah, I got that one before.
And when I called, it sounded like a room full of people.
Making the same.
And it was like, hello, identity, some shit. I'm like, who is this? Hi, this is Jacob Mohammed with identity. What is your social security number?
Yeah.
Yo, I think I recorded it, but he hung up. You know.
I got that close.
Sometimes you just need to just give them the practice or whatever.
Social security?
I had the same thing. So by the third person, like I stayed in there, I wanted to see how far this was going to go because I kept on giving them like, fake information. So I got to the third lady. So I said, let me ask you a question. Why are y'all sound like foreigners? Why y'all from different? How likely is that every single person I talk to sound like they from Pakistan? How likely is that?
Hello, I need your social security number.
So I gave them
So
the
I can
number.
buy Bitcoin.
I said my number is 05286. Suck my dick.
Yeah,
Bitch. And you could tell I said it
didn't know that was
slower. So they was like
They was like this?
It was like
No, you need-
Suck my dick.
No, this is what you need to do. You need to say it lower, like Sam phone number, like 855-430-6. So they concentrate 430-622.
Dick. Because she said the same thing. She said there's a warrant out for your arrest, and you're gonna get arrested today for some IRS shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't pay some taxes for this
Yeah.
year, and now there's a warrant out for your arrest, and the police are on their way to your house. So right now, what you could do is pay this balance off, and then I can call the dogs off. That's what she told me.
What's crazy to me is that clearly that works.
Yeah,
It does work because people will get scared. She basically said some tax returns from like 2 years ago, and it was like I did something wrong, and it's like he never heard somebody getting arrested for that. But I knew like the deal already because my accountant already told me about these phone calls, so I knew about it. So I just had fun with it.
we need to do that. We need to get some numbers and do that.
We need to find the people, the bill collectors, and then we need to call the bill collectors with a
No.
bill that they don't know about.
No, we need to do some shit like
Call
some.
Shireen V.
No, not that. We need to call like a scam artist, but have him like, yo, I need that money back right now, bro. They're gonna kill me, and then have somebody on the phone. Get the motherfucking money right now. No!
Don't you remember when your mom said she got a call like that and she thought it was from me?
Huh?
Your mom told me one day, she always tells me this story. She said she got a call from the prison,
Damn.
and it was somebody that said, it's Auntie Lucy, it's Jason, I'm locked up, I need you to send me the money. And
It wasn't you.
No, it clearly wasn't me.
Shit.
And she said that she got worried because she wanted to send the money, but I was telling her don't tell my mother, and then all this stuff, so she didn't know what to do. And then and I think the next day I showed up at the house, and then she told me that story.
Wow.
So yeah, they really tried to
Try to zone my mother.
they try to do a lot. They'll do a lot of that
Shit.
for your Cash App too. Cash App there is famous for doing that.
Yeah.
Like here's the thing, do not ever go online and just search for a customer service number
For Cash App.
for anything unless it's coming directly from the website. Because people will go and look for a customer service number, and then they'll go on Google and they'll look at the first number 800 number they see, and they'll be like, okay, that's it.
Anybody who offers you services like there's for me, I get offers for people to verify my Instagram page every day. Yo, we verify your Instagram.
And people who want to draw you.
You have a lot of followers. I verify your Instagram right now. It takes 2 hours. You want me to do it? I work for Instagram services. You want me to do it?
But then you check their followers, and it's a bunch of people named Rakesh and Ahmad and all that
Or they
kind of
only
stuff.
have 30 followers and 7 posts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I verify your. I cursed them. I cursed them so stink.
But some of them I see like what they're doing. Like this one guy, he tried to zone me for the cave Instagram. He basically is like, I put out a post, and he said, well, I can get your post this many followers and this many likes. And so I just gave him the benefit of the doubt and said, okay, well, I'm gonna check out your page first and see how it's going. And I noticed that they had a lot of people on their page that obviously paid them money to post there, and then they get their likes and follow, but they wouldn't get that many likes on there. But these people were actually paying these people money to do it. And then I saw what he was doing. So instead of doing it, I asked him if he could make me the exact same page, so I could do the same thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know it's since we're on the subject, right? When I was doing the Instagram live, when my show was on Instagram live, right? There were guys that were buying views. You know, where, you know, you average maybe
other
150.
DJs?
It not people are still doing it.
I just say, guys, and it was so it was bad because say a guy would have thousands of people watching,
And your comment would stay up there long?
and you comment, and the comment would not move, or be like the same 7 people talking to each other with thousands of people in the live. I just was like, I can't do it.
Wow.
But whatever. What's the next topic?
It's just get real people and do the grind. Don't try to cheat, because one day you have. That's another thing. I looked at their profile. I looked at the you know how fast how last their post went up. I looked one day they had like a 20 likes on a post, and the next day all of a sudden they had like 30,000 likes on a post just in a day.
Wow.
And then so I said, let me look at all the followers they have, and it was all like Middle Eastern names.
Yeah.
It was not like you didn't see many regular, you know, names in there and whatnot. So that's what they're doing. There's this community of people, and they all get together and they follow pages. But
Yeah.
it's not authentic. It's not going to reach anybody. It's basically
honestly,
putting a Gucci belt on a pig.
No, honestly, it's bad. But even though those numbers are fake, I'm not co-signing it because I don't believe in that, obviously. But at first glance, if somebody was to recommend me, right, and I'm me, same talent, same everything, and I only had 3,000 followers, my worth would be less. You know what I'm saying? When I got over 20,000 followers, the prices I started asking for, they would look at my social media and want to give it to me. You understand? I have whatever I have on the what you call it. It's like that. Those numbers legitimize your talent, you know, and it's bad, and I hate it, but you know,
Yes, Cherry baby, you can really buy views, likes, all those
yeah,
things.
people buy everything.
But that's because nobody ever clicks in to see who's following them and who's liking them. You just look at the actual number and just think, okay, well, they got it like that. It's just like you could look at a person in a Ferrari and all of a sudden assume that they're rich,
Right?
Because you're not looking into their books or anything.
I'm not a person who do that. I'll go on anybody's page and look at the page, and then don't get me wrong. A lot of times, like DJs will link me up. Link me up.
Lick you up.
Link.
I heard what you said.
Link. A lot of DJs will link.
You said it again.
Link me up.
Not say link again.
Link. A lot of DJs will link me up and be like, or they'll direct message me and be like, yo, you know, I admire.
Message you.
Shut the fuck up.
This is not what.
And they'll be like, yo, you know, I admire what you're doing. You're such an inspiration. How can I do what you do? You know what I mean? And I'll look at their page, and a lot of times they'll have not that many followers, and then I'll look at their page and I'll be like, you know, your content does not say what you're trying to be. All right, your bio and your content does not say what you're trying to be. So I said, yo, you need to, you know, the images, whatever in your bio, the images got to reflect what's in your bio. You know, if you're a photographer, your images got to reflect that you're a photographer. If you're a DJ or a cook or a fighter or a singer or whatever you do, unless you're just a casual consumer of content, then it doesn't really matter what your page looks like. And most people on social media are casual consumers of content. But if you're a creator, like myself, like yourself, like Daniel, our page has to look a certain way. You know, and a lot of times people,
I realize that is something that is very important, because a lot of people, you look at the page and it's very fucking confusing about what you're doing.
right? So you whatever it is, your content has to match. And a lot of people, you know, they feel like the world is fighting them, or they don't have a fair shot, and they're not doing the due diligence, and they're not doing the proper things to push their own brand.
Yeah, I remember like a long time ago, this dude that I met. He looked at my Instagram page and he was like, well, you know, because there was a time when, you know, I put like skits and, you know, everything when I started my page.
Right.
But then, you know, I have a bunch of like random shit in the middle.
Right.
And then he sent me a message. He said, well, only stick to this if that's what you're going to do. And my pride looked at this like, man, fuck you. Don't tell me what I can put on my shit. Yeah. But it didn't move.
Right.
And when I started becoming more focused, I think I took some advice from you on things on what to do in there, and then it just started to actually shoot.
It started flying. I mean, you gotta, with anything, like we have the quota today to hit 250 people. If you don't put a goal or quota on yourself, you're never gonna move. You know what I mean? So that the thing, I'm everything about me is about the long run. You know, so I didn't mind being on live with 40 people, like we have now.
Can you, for someone who has, how many followers you have now on IG?
On Instagram, let's check today. Niggas be unfollowing me. I have on Instagram today 48.3K, 48,000 followers I have on Instagram.
Okay. So for someone who is trying to get their followers up, their likes up, their content up, can you give, for someone who has that many?
Post engageable content. And then engage with your followers. Also ask. You know, a lot of people are like, they think it's blasphemous to ask people to follow you, or ask people to comment, or ask people to like your stuff. Like, you're just gonna put it out there and then people say, yo, you like your own pictures? I was like, yeah, I like every one of my posts. And they're like, yo, that's like sucking your own dick.
It's not like
I was like,
But I beat my own meat.
I'm like, there's nothing wrong with liking your own post.
there's nothing wrong with loving you.
Yeah.
Like, why are you mad that I like my own
Like
shit?
I like my own stuff. Like,
is wrong with
I
you?
like,
Anytime you could show love to other people, and people will appreciate that for you, but people don't appreciate when you show love to
also-
yourself.
Dare you like yourself, sir?
Also, you have to.
You're so conceited.
You know the best thing to do if you want people, you have to go live. You have to go live to show people that page is a real person. You know what I'm saying? And whatever opinion you have, there's gonna be people that agree with you, and there's gonna be people that don't. You know, the people that do agree with you, you engage with them, you talk to them. You know, the people that don't, fuck them. Don't fuck them, but forget about them.
Last year I had around this time I had 300 and I believe 51 followers.
300.
Yeah.
351.
I'm 1,000 up since then.
Damn, son.
Jeez. I mean, and you also you gotta post a lot.
Which reminds me, Bitcoin is back up again.
Yo,
he told me that
I
this
know
morning.
when I looked at it this morning, because I was in a position where I was like, you know what, fuck it. But you got to look at the charts, and I was just like telling him, and the chart for it is, if you look at it, it tells you exactly what it's gonna do. It's gonna go up, and then it's gonna consolidate,
Wow,
and then it's gonna go up sharp, and then consolidate. And right in that point, we're at that point right now where it's going to make a sharp upturn. So if you don't have any, just put some money in there, and you make something. You don't have to have a lot of money. People always think that. Just put $100 in there. Put $50. I started with $50 in there, and it's up to it's past 1,000 now, which is $50. So it's just it's something to think about, because it doesn't do anything in the bank. It just sits there and wait for it to be spent. So you might as well make a little something extra on it. One day we're gonna have that. I'm gonna have to have. I'm not going to do it because I'm not a financial expert. I'm just a guy who looks at charts and presses buttons and tries to make money off of that. And sometimes I have...
And you don't give financial advice, right?
Right. Sometimes I have luck at it, and sometimes I don't. So, don't...
Scared money don't make no money. So if you ain't got no money, we not talking about you.
So you're not scared to commit, is what you're saying.
Right. Like I said, I committed to it, and I watched it, and when it felt to about like 40, I think like 44, 43 or something like that, I was like, oh shit, I might just have to just cut my losses here. But I said, nope, don't do it.
Why? What was going through your mind when you said that?
No, not that. It's just like, I'm the kind of person, like, I don't go to casinos. Because if I put $1 in the machine and nothing come out, I'm like, this is bullshit.
You gotta play.
I'm gone.
You gotta play blackjack.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, my thought has always been, you only lose the money once you sell it.
Yeah. But thing is, what I was thinking at that point is how it was dipping. I was gonna sell it and then buy it back
At cheaper.
at a cheaper price because I knew I was like, okay, it's dipping right now. How much longer?
That makes more sense.
Right. How much longer is it going to dip? How much more am I going to lose before I said I'm going to just cut now and then buy it cheaper? But then I woke up this morning and I sat there and every single dime plus that I lost, I made back plus more. And I've had a great day because it that stock market now affects my emotions. If I lose, I lose. If I lose,
So you
if I lose $10, I'm tight.
So speaking of commitment, what's the next question?
Speaking of commitment,
Yeah, what is the
was
next
that? Was that a segue, Danny?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Okay. Right. Is there what? That is a good segue, Danny. I'm gonna let you read it.
Daniel laughs like a rich bastard.
I have more money than you. I eat lobster and eggs every morning.
Question number 5.
Yeah.
Is there anything wrong, in your opinion, with having a fear of commitment, in your opinion? I didn't write that question.
No.
It's crazy.
Yes. No. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having a fear of commitment.
I don't think there's a such thing as a fear of commitment. There's a such thing as knowing that this is not for you. You know what I mean? If something is, if I'm about to get locked into something that I don't want to be locked into, that's not a fear of commitment. That's me knowing I don't want to be committed to it. You know what I mean?
Don't you ever think like something in the past can kind of affect the way you see things now? Like if you was in a bad relationship and you got out of that, you might meet somebody decent and good for you as far as you know it to be, but you might have that fear from what happened last time, and that might make you fear to commit. Isn't that also an agreeable form of fear of commitment?
I don't think so. I think at least for me personally, when that happens, it teaches me how to choose better. You know what I mean? It forces me to reevaluate how I made the decision to get involved into something that didn't work out for me in the first place. Or to take the commitment more seriously and to really think about, is this going to give me what I need, and am I going to be able to invest what needs to be invested for this to work? I wouldn't say it's a fear of commitment.
I'm gonna admit and say that I have an extreme fear of commitment. I just do.
How would you have a fear of commitment when you got married twice?
I've always had.
You don't have a fear of commitment.
I obviously do. I do because then I changed my mind. I'm like,
That's not
I
for me.
mean, so I don't think that necessarily goes against what commitment is. Commitment doesn't mean that you're going to be sure 100%
every
while you're going
single time I've gotten into a relationship with somebody, there was always that moment
Where you
where
get sold?
there was always that moment where I feel like, oh shit, I'm with this person now.
Did this happen when you did the massage? The first time?
When I did the massage, because we didn't get to that point where I'm gonna just like, I was, we didn't get to that point where I usually feel that point after we get to the point where we're fucking, and now I'm like, oh shit, this is serious now. We're fucking, but I don't feel that way now. I have a different outlook on it, but I would get to the point where I would feel like in the pit of my stomach, oh shit, is you are in this now. This is the end game. This is an actual relationship. You gotta delete all your. What are you gonna do with your hoes? You gotta delete all your hoes out your phone now, and that's always tough to do because you're looking at it like and you may lose their number now. I've stopped that where I had to take everybody out my phone, and then I break up with you, and I have to look for all his numbers all over again. You know what I'm saying? So all those things go through my
would
mind.
You delete your phone now?
No, I don't delete nothing. I'll keep them all down.
Is that because you don't engage in?
No, that's because I don't call them hoes anymore. There's just I have a different outlook, so I'm just not looking at these as your value to me is just not my access to your vagina.
I think I do have a fear of commitment. I'm afraid of being committed to somebody who's not committed to me. I would say that.
But then, if they're not committed to you, why would you even be there?
Because there are times that, at least for me, where you agree to move forward together, and we don't have the same energy towards the commitment. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
Pressure points. This is my counseling. This is This is therapy.
What was the question again? What was the question?
The question is there anything wrong with having a fear of commitment?
Absolutely.
And-
Absolutely. If you're not going to be successful if you're not.
Right.
If you don't commit.
Right.
All right. The most successful people in the world commit. And
Right.
and there's a lot of things. If you fuck around,
It doesn't.
Like
just because you
the person
commit,
with the
it doesn't
business,
mean
they're not
mean
committed.
you don't have a fear of committing. Just because you jumped out of a plane, it doesn't mean you have the fear of jumping out of a plane. You just had the safety of a parachute. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we hang on to our safeties and concentrate on
more
our
than
fears.
more than likely, if you have a fear of something, more than likely you're gonna succumb to your fears more times than not.
And Shireen said something interesting that I agree with. She said that everybody's committed to something. I think I agree with that wholeheartedly. You're either committed to your faith or you're committed to your fear. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're committed to making it work, or you're committed to finding
What
every
is
reason
what
to
is
believe it's
what is
not
the
gonna
best way that you could describe the word fear?
I wish I was better prepared for that question.
Wow,
I would have had a really good answer.
I like I saw like the light bulb started to go off your head. He was like, "Fuck, that's a good one." I wish you asked me this earlier, but I'm just gonna pop this in because I want to know, because I have my own definition. I want to
fear.
not you yet, not you yet.
He doesn't want to give me time to
Not
think.
you yet. All right, we're gonna come back to you, Danny. I'm gonna go to Kevin Crown and then I'm gonna come to me. And then,
I was just trying to get the context you were talking about.
okay, so it doesn't have it's basic your opinion. So how do you describe fear to you? Like what does that mean to you? How would you describe fear if I had to ask you what do you think fear is?
I actually think fear is a method of control. Actually, I think fear is a mechanism used to control people. Fear is the reason why people work jobs they don't necessarily love to do. Fear is the reason why people stay in relationships they shouldn't stay in. Fear is the reason why some people are not successful. Fear is the reason why smart people or people in power stay in power. Fear is one of the ways they use to divide and conquer groups of people. You know what I'm saying? One individual is very easy to educate and change one individual's mind. But a group of people, it's very hard.
It's like the saying, what's more powerful, 1 or 5?
I'm talking about thousands. And with fear, you can control more people with fear than anything in this world. Why do you think religion works so much? You're gonna burn in hell if you don't do what this book says.
Yes,
You're gonna burn in hell. You think people what are people really doing this stuff for? Because they want to go to heaven, or they just don't want to go to hell? Because there's some people that believe
Pastor's driving a Benz because you don't want to go to hell.
You understand? So fear is a mechanism of control, and it's instilled with you at a very young age. Just like people who are fearless, most fearless people, that sense of fearlessness was instilled with them at a young age. Remember that movie 300?
Yes.
You remember when they were
I
growing
would
up?
never forget that movie.
Remember when they were growing up, and as young boys, they sent them out to kill the wolf.
Kill the wolf.
Right. And that grew with them.
This motherfucker came back wearing that shit like a fur coat.
Exactly.
I'm gonna watch that movie again.
As a kid,
That movie was amazing.
like, so I'm pretty sure me and you couldn't fucking do that.
Right.
The wolf would come back with wearing us.
we barely want to kill a roach.
the fucking wolf be like, yeah, I ate him and I fucked him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, it's a mechanism of control. Most fearless people, you can't control them. That's why they kill them or they lock them up.
My best definition of fear is a story that your mind has created about shit that didn't even happen. That's really all it is. So
I disagree.
when you have fear of something, you get consumed with the possibilities of what could happen without actually experiencing it. And it's a safety mechanism built inside of you to keep you safe and to keep you from dying. Fear keeps you from jumping, over ravines where you can fall to your death. Fear keeps you from jumping in water where you can drown. So
fear also will keep you from saving your daughter from getting hit by a car.
I don't.
Because you freeze.
Yeah.
You freeze.
Right. So that kind of leads to what I was going to say, that I think that there's a bigger, broader definition, and then there's segments that people can go off into as towards the meaning of fear. I mean, in its purest, honest, objective sense, fear is your brain's way of letting you know that you're in danger, right? It's okay for me in the 90s to know if I'm walking in the 90s after 9 to be alert or to have some healthy level of fear as I walk the streets. Now, I don't have to be afraid to the point where it's paralyzing or it makes me paranoid. But that small, sprinkle of fear is going to keep me alert and aware to where I protect myself and to either know to leave danger, avoid the danger, or to, I have to, if I'm with my wife and my kids, I got to make sure that they're okay, et cetera, et cetera. And then there's the other kind of fear where it's like, I can't go in alive because I don't know if somebody sees that my house isn't as high end as I would like it to be. I'm not going to look good, and nobody's
going to like me. Or if I go in alive and there's only going to be one person there. A lot of people,
right? A
lot of people have not hit that button on IG because they're scared.
But they're all under the umbrella of fear.
You guys, ever heard when they say, that like an animal will sense fear, like a bear or a dog senses fear?
Yep.
Do you think people sense fear?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why niggas get robbed.
Exactly. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Before I started taking martial arts serious, right? Because I took it for sport and just because I liked martial arts. So when I was younger, when I was taking it, I didn't look at it as something that could save my life. When I went back to it, I took it dead serious. I started carrying myself different. And when I realized I had certain abilities that other people didn't have, that's when people ask, have you ever had to use it? And I said, I never had to use it because the way I carried myself, and this is before I started posting anything on social media. Nobody really knew, you know what I'm saying? But the way I carried myself, it was like those, I don't know if people sensed it, but they knew, and I wasn't like big or, like intimidating. But the way I carried myself, people sense that's not a person you want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So fear, I in my eyes is just, it's like, it's difference between being alert and being scared.
Right. And
right. If somebody starts shooting,
and people try to use them interchangeably.
Right. If somebody starts shooting,
there's a thin line between not being scared and being stupid.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So this is my thing, right? If people start shooting and out of fear, you
just running with everybody else.
You run, and a person who's alert says, "Listen, I don't have any beef here, and they're not shooting at me. All I need to do is duck."
Right.
And more than likely,
running is probably the worst thing you could do.
But people do it
because you cannot outrun a bullet.
Because people do it out of fear.
You can hide from a bullet. You can't outrun one.
People run out of fear. So a person who's alert would be like, I need to get down and get behind something.
Right.
I shouldn't run. But the fear will get somebody hit with a stray bullet. You understand what I'm saying?
And also, you would need like the conscious, for the most part, most people, you need a conscious effort to teach yourself how to handle that scenario.
Or you could just grow up in Brooklyn.
Well, you got the training, because there's some people who grew up in Brooklyn who still don't know what to do when people start shooting at the party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're asking your friend, what the fuck are you running for?
Yeah.
Or then there's some people who want to go and see who's
what's
shooting.
going on. They run towards it.
Right, like fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make me
because
afraid.
they got to do this. They got to run with their phones. They got to get it all on.
Some people just
I would love to see
dumb
that.
and nosy.
I would love to see that in a movie one day.
What?
like a random thing where like shooting is breaking out and they want to be TMZ and the bullet goes through their phone
and kills them. Right.
That'd be a great scene.
Yeah.
You do this.
yeah.
I don't want it to happen in real life.
No, it's gonna be in Deadpool 3.
You remember the movie with Will Smith and his son when they was on the planet?
Oh, the movie that nobody went to see?
I never watched that.
It wasn't that bad. Honestly,
I heard it was hard.
I didn't know the name of it. I was
After Earth, I think.
After Earth, that's it.
I was looking because honestly, even
to me, it was a cool movie for what it is.
honestly,
It is not I Am Legend.
I'm a Will Smith fan, so even his worst movies, I enjoy watching Will Smith work.
Right.
So even his bad movies, I enjoy watching them.
Now, this one is more of his son, Jaden.
Okay, do you like? Did you see Gemini Man?
No.
Yes.
Gemini Man is pretty dope.
Really?
So
Yeah.
in After Earth, before we go down the next rabbit hole,
Yeah, right.
the movie's about these creatures that smell your fear and they hunt you based on that. They can't see. But
Okay.
because of you being afraid, they find you.
Right.
And Will Smith was a popular, high-ranking person in the military because of his ability to not be afraid. And his son, who's his son in real life, like one of the creatures came into the house and killed his sister, Will Smith's daughter, or something like that. And
Willow.
no, she wasn't. She wasn't.
Wasn't Willow in the movie?
Yeah. So
Damn, Will.
one of his comments, one of his phrases in the movie was like, "How danger is real, fear is not."
I think so.
You know what I mean?
I believe that.
Which
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it.
Right.
Danger is real, fear is not.
I believe that 100%.
Right.
I believe if you can conquer your fears,
Absolutely.
you
But we still can't forget the part of that initial moment of your brain letting you know that, you know, I forgot the noise, but you know the noise that they made in what's that movie? The PlayStation game Snake.
Right.
Where he
Right.
Yeah.
No,
You know what I
no.
mean? That moment happened.
Metal Gear.
No,
Yes, yeah.
but understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
As a parent, I assess a lot of things for my kids, especially Kennedy, before she even sees the danger, right? Like Kennedy likes metal forks, right?
Okay.
And I say, don't run with the fork, you know? And in my head, I see the worst thing happening.
Of course.
You know, and for her,
She has no idea. Yeah.
she has no idea. That's not me being afraid. That's me being alert.
Like, for instance, do
you
you
being afraid would be getting rid of all the forks in the house.
Exactly.
do you think it would be a matter of like jumping out of a perfectly good plane?
Jazz, I'm impressed that you know that. But go ahead.
Jumping out of a perfectly good plane, would you?
I want to do that. I want to do that. I would love to do that.
How much fear do you think you have, like opening when the doors open?
Honestly, the level of fear I would have would be extremely high. And that's one of the main reasons why I want to do it.
I think
My brain has a hard time realizing why I'm jumping out of a plane that's not crashing.
I
understand.
But
you're also jumping out of the plane with the parachute, like you mentioned earlier.
Yes.
I think I'll be afraid, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I hate that feeling of going down a roller coaster.
But yeah, me too.
I love that feeling.
I hate
Actually,
it.
I hate it.
I do not like it.
I ride the front of every
I
roller
like that
coaster.
feeling.
I hate it. I seen something. Remember that show 2020 with Barbara Walters? I seen an episode where the whole episode was dedicated to amusement park accidents.
Oh yeah, I would not have watched that.
Action Park.
There are a lot of amusement park accidents. I'm talking about roller coasters that fly off the track.
It happens.
Like exactly. So here's my thing. I went to Cancun, and I walked up the zip line, right? When I was walking up, I was like, damn, this is high. And I was a little afraid. When I got on the zip line, it wasn't bad at all. And
It feels like this free floating.
you're just going and you're just seeing everything, and it's not scary at all. And because I experienced that, you know, that's a little less notch of fear that I've taken off, if that makes sense. From my whole, you know, fear bank account. You know, if you had a fear bank account. And like I said, like for instance, most people have the ability to do a backflip. They have the physical.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that.
They have the physical ability to do it.
Yeah.
I've seen a nigga break his neck doing that.
No. But most people have the physical ability to do it.
Right.
But that mental block in your head keeps you from doing that. But you can train to get over that. You can train to get over it. It's steps, just like you know, it's easier to do with a kid, just like most things are easier to do with a kid, but it can be done with an adult. It's just like riding a bike, you know, just like swimming. You know, when you don't know how to swim, going in a body of water can be very, very terrible. Just like driving.
It's funny when you say that. Like, there's times like in the shower, I don't like the water to hit my face, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, if the water is covering all of this at the same time, and I feel it like on my nose, not in my nose, I have to take a breath and be like, "Yo, it's okay."
Really?
You're not underwater.
That's kind of odd. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a very uncomfortable feeling for me.
That's the best part of the shower when you get
So you don't, and you got a bald head, man. I ain't had that feeling in years.
You feel like you gotta drown?
Yes, there's a sensation of feeling the water on my nose, and it feeling like it's supposed to be going in my nose, and I need to move from the water.
So I have a machine.
I only have the fear of the soap getting in my eyes.
I have
yo. You ever
peppermint soap?
You ever get the soap in your eyes and I'm like you just
that Dr. Brahma's whatever the fuck.
Yeah. That shit get in your eyes.
I got that shit in my eyes.
It burnt like
it stayed burning after I got out the shower.
I don't for whatever reason. There's a lot of things that have happened to me. Again, I it must be my martial arts. You guys ever trip and your heart skips a beat?
No.
You feel like you're about to.
If I'm down the stairs or something like that.
And you're about to.
You mean when
the trip when
you
realize that
when you see that this is gonna happen,
this moment,
and there's nothing you can do about
it. Realized he fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. when I you know got very advanced in martial arts, that didn't happen anymore. I would trip and just catch myself, or if I was falling, I would just let myself fall. But I wouldn't.
From my memories of martial arts, you learn how to fall.
Yeah. But I would
your first lessons to get you over it.
A lot of times, people injure themselves because they fight.
Right.
Whatever happens,
fall, right.
I would just let it happen. You know, if it would happen. But a lot of times,
that feeling when you walk into the project building and there's a bunch of
oh no, I don't.
Yeah, yes.
I don't.
You gotta fake it real good.
And she's asking you, you want me to meet you downstairs?
You can't show no fear.
Yeah, you can't show no fear walking in that shit because all them niggas is waiting right there, just like looking at you. They get real silent.
Those be the hyenas that can smell the fear.
Fearful or not, bro, if you shining.
Yeah,
it's a rap.
It's a rap.
It's a rap.
You could do everything you want. Niggas be acting like they singing to themselves and they're like, yeah, do do.
Let me ask you, what y'all feel about?
That is funny.
What you feel about? Yo, what you feel about tucking your chain?
I don't tuck my chain in. I don't tuck my chain in. I don't do it.
I don't wear jewelry. I can't relate to that.
I don't got a big ass chain. What the fuck am I tucking this shit? What the fuck you gonna do? Steal this shit and floss your tooth?
I just looked at this shit.
My father inherited like this really big, fat Cuban link chain, not like a '90s rap, but like a thick. Came from his father.
Solid one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember wearing it once while I was in college, and I just felt uncomfortable in general. I'm not really a jewelry person.
Someone got me this chain. I would never have bought it myself. I don't like jewelry. I don't wear it. Don't wear watches and
I'm not a fan of
chains
it.
and
I love all that shit. I'm not gonna get like Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It wasn't that kind of chain.
Obviously, but I mean, I like my jewelry that I have. You know, I like my chain. I like my little custom logo and stuff like that. My daughter sees it and that's Kevin Crown. You know, it's cool. You know, I like custom shit in general, not just jewelry. I'm a custom guy. But how do we get here?
Risk the rabbit hole. I think that's gonna be the next.
We
talking about Gemini Man.
Okay.
Gemini Man is dope, bro. You should watch that.
Yeah, that was good.
That was dope. That was dope. You know what I liked?
I don't like wasting my time watching movies.
I just told you it's fucking dope.
Yeah, but you also told me.
Wait.
You also told me Transformers 2 was dope.
Jason.
When the fuck did I tell you that?
You told me that.
Lynx
you was like,
told you
that shit was, and you agreed with him.
And you agreed
with him.
Lynx told you.
We had that argument between the three of us, and you agreed with him.
Which one was two?
With the two, when they had the two nigga bots.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, they had two nigga bots. They had
good
two
way to
robots.
explain it.
They had two
Let me tell you something.
I know you're talking
Jason memory is fucked up. His memory's fucked
I
up.
smoke weed. I have that excuse.
Exactly. I did not tell you that. Lynx told you that. I'm telling you.
Were you there?
What?
Yeah, there's some good scary shit.
You
on
know,
Netflix.
Lynx told me that. So were you there?
Yo.
So my information is accurate that you was in the room, right?
What the fuck? I didn't tell you that.
You was there, right?
What the fuck that mean?
Did you agree with me or did you agree with Lynx?
Bro. Lynx told you it.
So who did you agree with?
I don't give a fuck.
Who did you agree with during that
Do I
conversation?
agree with Lynx generally?
You agree with him that day?
No, I didn't. You said I told you it.
You told me that, and I was like,
I did
and
not.
I was like, Kev with the two nigga bots, and he said, yeah, that shit was lit, son.
Let
We
me
went
tell
because you and Lynx went to see the movie.
Let me tell you something, dickhead.
You and Lynx went to see the movie. You and Lynx went to see the movie, correct?
Let me tell you something.
And then y'all came back telling me that was a great movie. And I went and see it, and I was like, why is there two
story.
nigga bots on the
You're
screen?
changing
Jason.
your story, Jason.
You gotta go to movies to get your own opinion, regardless.
You're changing your story, Jason.
I do not.
You know how many people didn't like Hannibal the series?
Jason.
And if it's not good, I don't waste my time
Did
watching.
you see Hannibal the series?
No.
It's a really good series. The problem
I'll
is
take
that
it-
you gotta be smart.
I'll take your advice in it, and I'll look at it.
Let me
but
tell you, Hannibal is lit, and let me tell you something.
Hannibal is
Let me tell you
dope.
something. If Gemini Man was still starring Tom Cruise, it would have got rave reviews. You know what I'm saying?
I really genuinely believe, for whatever reason, Will Smith is blackballed
Big
with the
facts.
people who
Will
review
Smith is
movies.
not blackballed.
You're bugging, bro.
Will Smith is just good for Will Smith roles. There are certain roles that they're gonna have for Will Smith.
That was
You got a
name-
July
name-
4th
name a
movie?
role.
We're gonna put
No,
Will Smith
sir,
in it.
Sir, name a role that Will Smith was bad for. Besides that
Ali.
Western. What?
You bugging.
He wasn't.
Yeah, but
I
was,
watched that movie. I didn't see Will Smith.
You're bugging.
I saw
That
Will
was-
Smith
you're
the
bugging.
whole time.
But he
Wow.
transformed his whole body
Right.
to be fucking Muhammad Ali. You're
He
bugging,
was
bro.
he was
In my
Muhammad
head.
Ali, but
Funny
he was
enough-
Will Smith.
When you think about Ali, you
I think
see,
about that movie,
You see
yes.
Will Smith, just like when Denzel Washington did
Malcolm X,
You
right,
you
right.
looked. You,
Yes, from
Yeah,
Denzel
that was
Washington,
really,
I
really
saw
good.
Malcolm X, but for Ali, I saw Will Smith pretending to be Ali.
Did you know anything about Muhammad Ali before? Like did you know?
What
did
about
you,
with Ray and Jamie Foxx?
I saw Ray Charles. I saw Ray Charles.
Jamie Foxx did an excellent but
Excellent
He's a
job.
master character person.
but he's an impersonator.
True. That's a good point.
Will Smith
It's not.
is not, but he did.
But in Ali, he was.
He did a great.
They did good job making
Ali
him
was-
look like Ali. They did good job with his makeup.
Nah, bro.
But when I
What
looked
makeup?
at it,
What makeup
he
he
had
had?
makeup on.
What makeup he
There was
had?
makeup on.
What makeup he had?
That was his hair.
That's not fucking makeup.
That's
nigga.
part of your makeup. That's part of to make it. You don't. That's not yours. It's
So
part of.
so his muscles was making up too.
No, he did that. He went to the gym. He put his body in the same shape. But
You know what that's called?
They did the best to make him look like Ali.
Do you know what that's called when a person does that? Does a body transformation for a role?
I don't know. What is it called, Kev?
It's called. I believe it's called method acting.
Okay, you believe. You're not sure.
I believe. Yeah.
Okay, you believe.
Do you believe anything?
I believe that Will Smith was Will Smith and Ali.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not saying he was bad. I
disagree.
I enjoy
What's another
Will Smith
What's
movies.
another movie?
Okay, we're not gonna mention Wild Wild West.
No. And that was bad, not because of Will Smith. That was
It was
just
just
a
a
bad
bad
That
movie.
was just a. It was just a
And he
bad.
got paid mad bread for it.
That was just a
So
bad.
I would have
movie.
did it. I would have did the fucking movie. He got paid.
I don't think.
And I don't even think Wild Wild West was bad. I just think it wasn't great.
Wild
Tell you the
Wild,
truth.
Wild West was listen.
The one with the spider robot.
Any movie can be great. The cinematography, the director, and the actors play a huge role in that.
I don't generally watch Will Smith movies for the amazing acting. I watch Will Smith movies because I think Will Smith is able to entertain. Will Smith is entertaining in majority of the roles that he takes because he brings his Will Smith. He brings his Will Smith because
you said I don't watch movies that got bad
I
reviews.
don't because that generally got bad reviews.
And I am telling you,
and I don't want to watch it.
I am telling you. Listen, Daniel.
Jason, there's a lot of movies that got bad reviews that are good movies.
Daniel, would you
Absolutely, but I'll find out about a mistake.
Daniel, would you take my? If I tell you about Daniel, knowing me, right? If I tell you about an action movie
Right.
and I say it's good,
Right.
would you take my word for it? Okay, that's all I'm saying. If I tell you, yo, shit is
It's
trash.
at least good for the debate. You know what I mean? To me, I want to experience it.
Yo, the shit is dope. The special effects they did, I've never seen in a movie before.
What's important in a movie for you to enjoy the movie?
That I don't waste the time. I don't.
No,
feel like
what is
time
important for you to happen in the movie? There's got to be action. There's got to be explosion.
No, it doesn't
There's
have
to be
to
good acting.
If it's an action movie, it has to have good action.
So if
that was a good action movie.
Having action is going to make the movie good now because
if it's an action movie, yes.
Okay, that's not my opinion.
If it's a porno movie, the sex has to be good.
If it's an action movie with terrible acting and great action, it is not a good movie.
There's a movie like that with these Russian superheroes.
There's mad movies like that.
Yeah.
But that is not a good movie, in my opinion. That does not make it a good movie.
I agree with you.
For me, some of the best movies have like Raid Redemption. Ever seen Raid Redemption? When it was in the we went to the movie. Raid and what acting they had in that?
They did have acting. You have to read it all. It was all subtitles.
No.
But the story made the story made very good sense if you read the whole thing.
What the fuck you talking about?
Did you read all the subtitles for the movie?
Story and acting. Reading is not acting, nigga.
Kev.
Reading is not acting.
It's still you're still
reading
understanding the dialogue
acting
from
is still acting.
If it's a movie with subtitles, the only way for you to understand the dialogue is for you to read.
Yo, some of the best.
So you just watched Raid Redemption, but you didn't read any of it.
Bro, I didn't. When I remember it, I don't remember. Yo, he said this when he did that stunt and he did this. I watch action movies for action. I don't watch it for acting. If I want to watch an acting movie, I watch a drama. If I want to watch a porn, I don't say, yo, this porn has terrible storyline.
Porn is the only thing that don't have to be good. It just has to be good for 5 minutes.
No, that's not true.
No, that's not true.
Because there's a lot of bad porn.
Yeah, it's just like when you get the angle of that you don't want to see. It's just like it'd be all good and all of a sudden
when you watch,
I think that the definition of a good movie is too complex.
When you watch a comedy, do you watch a comedy for special effects? No. Do you watch a comedy?
I still want it to be good.
If it's funny, who gives a fuck about the special effects?
Nah, I want it to be good. That's how I look at movies. I look at movies totally different. I want to enjoy the things about it that make it cinema.
Like
the acting.
Did you like
the way that it was filmed?
Did you like You Got Served?
Like the sound effects.
Did you like You Got Served? Did you like You Got Served?
Yeah, I don't really remember it too much, but yeah,
you can't judge it with now's eyes.
I'm just talking about now. Did you like You Got Served?
Yeah, it was okay.
Was the acting great? Acting sucked.
Then again,
I was looking for
it was
I was looking for the dance.
It didn't happen.
That's why I watched You Got Served.
Wait, I missed that. What was he looking for?
That's what I watched You Got Served for.
I'm gonna learn that dance for your birthday party, Jason.
I did not listen. I watch different movies for different things. If I'm watching,
I agree with that too.
If I watch, there are great action movies, great martial arts movies that's lit. That the motherfuckers really can't act, but the moves they do,
right.
The moves they do, and the fight
the
fight scenes are out of this fucking world. I'm like, yo, but the acting is like.
Remember the movie that came out with Thor, whatever his name is, for Netflix, where he
Extraction.
was Extraction, right?
I liked it. You didn't like it?
I liked the action in the movie. I thought
shut the fuck up.
I thought the majority of the movie was way too predictable.
How was predictable?
It was way too. It was a.
Is he alive?
It was a paint by numbers 80s action movie.
No, it wasn't.
Very predictable. You knew it was gonna happen.
You were bugging, bro. You're bugging.
It was extremely predictable.
Bugging.
The action was great, and it looks great, and it sounds great on the screen.
Action was.
But I was like,
do you know that? Let me tell you something.
Not a great movie.
It's a great movie. The action was groundbreaking in that movie. It was groundbreaking.
Yes, the action. I don't disagree with you.
It's an action movie.
Was the acting groundbreaking?
Nigga, you wanted them to recite Shakespeare?
I don't need you to recite Shakespeare. I need it to be good.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I need to believe you. I need to believe. You can't just say it's
know what,
Netflix.
Jason?
Let's just not give Netflix a low bar
give
like
you
that
that.
because there's
I'll
some
give you
good
that.
movies on
No,
Netflix.
Extraction was a great movie. Extraction could have been in the
it was
movies.
a good movie.
It could
I
have been in the
agree.
movies. It could have been in the
that
movies.
It would not have made
Underground
money in the
6.
You're
movies.
bugging.
It would not have made
Extraction?
money in the movie theaters,
Listen,
Kevin. It would not have.
You are bugging. With that of Thor, if they would have gave it a big budget production and the previews and all that, you're bugging.
It wasn't gonna make money.
You're bug. That shit would have been
It
like
would've
Die
made-
Hard.
it would've made-
That
no,
shit
it
would've
would
been like
not.
that. You're bugging.
You don't even really remember the movie now.
Yes, I do.
What was the plot of the movie?
He had to save somebody's kid who was kidnapped. What the fuck are you talking about? He had to get somebody who was kidnapped.
That wasn't the whole plot.
And
It was more.
I'm not going to tell the movie because there's people who probably haven't seen it.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Extraction.
Okay, if you're gonna go down that route, that's fine.
That's the route I'm going.
I just don't.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna say the whole movie.
I think it was a B movie at best.
You're bugging. It wasn't.
It was a B movie.
No.
It could have went.
No,
it
it
could have
wasn't.
went.
I
It
agree
could have
with
went
that.
straight
It was
to.
not
It
a
could have
B
went
movie.
straight to DVD.
Listen. From somebody. From
Wait,
some-
I don't think it was a great
take-
great movie, but I think it was a good movie. I think there was room for improvement.
There's always room for
The
improvement.
Dark Knight left no
Shut
room
up,
for
shut-
improvement.
listen,
Yes,
for
Dark
improvement.
Knight is the pinnacle of how to tell a story.
Dark
Christopher
Knight-
Nolan is one of the greatest storytellers as a director ever. Look at all. You ever seen Memento?
I don't remember.
All right, that's one of Christopher Nolan's early movies. His storytelling is amazing. You know what I'm saying? If he
Sixth Sense was
directed,
pretty good also.
if he directed Extraction, it would have been a lot better movie.
You know how much The Dark Knight cost to make?
How much?
$180 million.
That don't mean
What the
nothing.
fuck are you talking about?
That don't mean you could have. Kev,
If you build a
you
house
could have a
for $10,000 versus $1 million house.
Here's how I'm gonna fuck your point up right now. So you telling me there's no good movies with low budgets that were amazing?
Flash.
Action movies?
Are you gonna tell me that there's no
Superhero
movie?
movies?
There is
No, I'm not
movie
going down that rabbit
with
hole
a
with you.
low
I'm
budget
not going
that
down
is
the rabbit
not
hole with you.
amazing. Are
I'm
you
not-
gonna tell me that
I
that can't
cannot
happen?
go down the rabbit hole with you. If you're talking about action, big budget action, special effects movies, no. No, there's not. If you're talking about a movie,
Jason, your rebuttal.
if you're talking about a regular movie,
If I could
have to drop the mic with an answer, Jason.
If I could think of a movie, I would have to really, because if it was a movie like that, I wasn't gonna watch it.
why the fuck y'all telling me
But
I'm shouting?
there
I
are
know I'm
movies
shouting.
out there.
I know I'm shouting.
There are movies out
I know
there
I'm shouting.
that don't have big budgets, don't have
Action
high
movies?
paid actors,
Action.
don't have none of that
What,
stuff,
name-
but they're great.
Yet you
Name
can't
fucking
an
name
action.
one,
movies.
Jason.
Name an action movie.
Yeah,
name
you
a
can't
name
name
a
one.
name a like a superhero action movie.
Was it The Raid?
All
with
right, The
cop?
Raid was a low budget movie.
That was good. Yeah.
Right, The Raid was, you just used the same. You used that example earlier. It was the action movie. No,
movie.
now you're trying to say superhero.
That's what I said in the beginning.
Now all of a sudden
That's not what I said.
they gotta have Iron Man and Thor in it now.
Bro,
Come on now.
that's what I said in the beginning.
It's an action movie and it was
Daniel,
great.
That's not what I said in the beginning.
He did say superhero.
I said superhero special
But-
effect action
by
movie.
definition, a superhero movie has to be expensive.
Yes.
That's why it's $180 million.
Just because they're paying the
So you
actors
can't
that money for that.
No, they're not.
They're paying who?
They're
No,
paying
they-
the actors.
no, they're not.
No,
they're not.
large. They're
Those,
No,
getting,
they're not.
those big budget movies.
the
are
big
because
budget
of
movie. The
production.
actors are getting paid like $20 million each in some cases.
Bro, who's getting paid $20 million?
In the Avengers, look how much Robert Downey Jr.
You know,
got paid
so
to do that.
Based on that logic, that would mean that there are no bad big budget movies. And
There
that's not
are.
true.
There- of course there are.
So I lost my point.
Yo, my listen. What I'm saying is
Tired.
you're comparing.
Don't worry, guys. I'm
cannot-
not gonna let this argument go for 4 hours.
You cannot compare The Dark Knight to everything.
Yes, I can.
And
Because
The
that's the
Raid
way
re-
I see
and
movies, so of
The
course I
Raid-
can compare it.
The Raid, and
Why you got?
listen?
gotta do all this?
Because I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
It's my finger.
Right.
You see that
You
one?
mad close?
Listen. The Raid.
You
the,
in 3D now. my
Listen,
nigga.
The Raid, and I could name 10 more movies have way better action
Yes.
than The Dark Knight, by far.
Okay.
I don't need to watch.
No,
I don't need to watch
okay.
The Dark Knight for any action
What was the
scenes.
point that you're making out of
Because if I'm watching a movie for action, I would watch The Raid 30 times.
that? So what Jason
for
is saying
action.
is that The Dark Knight had action in it, and as a whole movie,
But this is what
it was a meal with multiple courses
but you're not gonna get
versus just a whole great steak
no.
with nothing else.
But this is what I'm saying, right? Would you consider The Dark Knight an action movie?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I would consider Dark Knight a drama.
Anytime you have more than one
Disguise-
explosion in a movie, it's an action
disguise-
That's a
movie.
fair thing to say.
With
like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is a love movie.
exactly
With a karate kung fu setting.
Right, exactly.
Even though the karate fighting scenes in that was amazing too.
Right, just like
You know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm gonna make a rabbit hole emote. So every time we go down the rabbit hole, just press the rabbit hole emote.
yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I don't need after watching The Dark Knight, right? If I wanted to,
A good 4 years, no movie was fucking with the Dark
if
Knight.
if I want to, yeah, but
I don't
no
think
movie.
still.
Dark
I don't
Knight
think
made-
still
The Dark Knight made
a
a- made a
superhero
bar
action movie has
that
ever.
had the same impact,
Right, it's
on
at
you
that.
in the movie theater. as
And
the
I
Dark
know they're
Knight.
gonna say Black Panther,
No,
but that had a cultural impact.
Right,
that did not
right,
have
right,
the same
right.
type of impact.
I think Endgame was a better
Endgame.
Endgame. Yeah.
Endgame was not a movie. Endgame was a fucking saga that you saw the conclusion to.
Yes.
You can't compare the two. You
But-
cannot compare Endgame to anything because nothing, like,
Okay.
there's nothing in
Okay.
history.
Okay.
Not even James Bond that has like 50 fucking movies
To-
can compete with
to-
Endgame.
to bring it to
You know
one
what I mean?
movie,
Okay,
right.
Okay.
Endgame was the culmination of way too many things.
So you see when I said Endgame, you say you can't compare. When he brought up Dark Knight, and I'm saying Raid and Extraction. You see,
Fuck was you eating today?
Do you
You
see?
smart,
Do you
fucking
see?
bitch.
Do
Fuck
you
you.
see? Do you see when y'all say Dark Knight, and I'm like, where the fuck did Dark Knight come from?
No. Hold on.
First of all, The Dark
The
Knight.
Dark Knight is good by itself.
Right. The
Okay.
You
The
could
Dark.
have not seen the first one.
The Dark Knight
and you don't
itself
need to see the third one.
was nominated for
The Dark
multiple
Knight-
Oscars.
right.
The lead role in there won an Oscar. It was unheard
give
of
fuck the
for
Oscars.
superhero.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Fuck the
I'm just
Oscars.
saying his level
be-
of acting
because
is
it
a
won an
reason.
Oscar?
Yes,
That's
his,
not an argument.
his
Yeah.
level
No,
of
the
acting
way-
is a big
what's his
reason
name, the
why
Joker?
Heath Ledger.
Right.
His level of
The way
acting
he-
in that movie
yeah.
is a reason
Y'all wanna
why
go dig
people
him up?
still watch
Y'all
the
wanna go
movie.
dig him up and suck his dick?
God damn it, that's too
Damn,
soon.
That's the only thing you can come up
God
with.
damn, that's too soon.
Huh?
Still, you gotta
Because
wait.
we said
at
he's a
least-
good actor.
You know
we
what I'm
gotta
saying?
know.
The
You had-
level of
you
acting.
You had to go far like
The
that.
level of act-
yo.
no.
This nigga went far.
So
So
because
what?
because
He
we
went to the
admire
gutter.
his work, now we want to
No,
dig him out the grave and suck his dick.
No, because he's on some. Oh, it won
God
an
forbid
Oscar.
you be good.
He won an Oscar and all that. I don't give a fuck about those awards. That don't mean the
Clearly,
movie's
you
good.
don't. Look at the kind of movies you say it's good. You don't give a fuck about those awards.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever searched for movies to watch based on the fact that if they won an Oscar or not?
I don't give a fuck
All
about
right,
the
exactly.
Oscars.
You don't give a fuck. I have chose movies based on that. Like I will look at a movie of the top 100
So you
movies.
let-
of
you let
all-
people make-
No, not at all. I will look at movies and say these are the top 100 movies of all time. Let me see why it's on that list, and I'll watch them. And a lot of them I find very interesting. A lot of movies. The other night I watched for
Them
the first.
niggas is getting paid to fucking put those things in certain
Some of
categories.
them,
So dickheads like you
some
watch
of them
it.
are actually
For your
good.
health.
Some of them are
suck dick.
actually
Some of
good.
them suck dick. Let me put it in the radio. Some of them suck dick.
Like what's
Some of those movies suck dick. Some of those movies suck big fucking dick, Jason.
what's the movie
So
I just
I
wa-
need to eat before the show. Kevin needs to eat after the show.
Kevin clearly needs to eat after the show because
some of those movies
he's
really
a lot
suck dick.
he's a lot better behaved when he has some oatmeal in front of him than he
Some of
does get
those
the finish.
movies really suck dick, Jason. I'm just saying.
Yes, the
man.
first Hulk was trash. That was actually one of
was
the.
one of the
It was
worst.
one of the movies that I walked out of. And we're talking about the Ang Lee Hulk. The part where he was fighting the dogs, I was like, I'm done. I got up and I walked out.
Can we just say that some of the movies they just suck dick?
What? I was at a date in that movie. I didn't get anything.
Listen. What I'm
First
saying.
Pirates of the Caribbean, I learned not to take dates to movies.
Listen, check it out.
You take dates to comedy clubs.
Check it out. You ever watch?
This is the best thing to do.
What's that Paul Walker? You ever watch that Paul Walker movie where
Fast and Furious?
No, it was another one.
We only know Fast and Furious.
No. Shut up.
That's true.
Shut up.
Ask people right now. Put away their Google and name another Paul Walker movie that's not Fast and Furious. Put away your phone. No, you're doing the same shit.
No,
Put away your phone.
I-
Tell me a Paul Walker movie that's not Fast and Furious.
I'm looking for the movie that he was in.
You gotta Google that shit.
No, it's a very.
So don't
good-
use it as a reference. It's shit that nobody gonna fucking remember.
Yo, shut up. It
just saying.
was a great movie. It started with an R.
Are you dub?
Running Scared.
Running Scared. What was that?
Have you ever watched Running
Nope. Running
Scared?
Scared.
Is Running Scared not a great movie?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
And it had great.
No. He asked you, was
Jesus
it a great movie? You said, did you see? Do you agree it's a great movie, or you think it's a good movie? I just want to clarify that.
If you're a Paul Walker fan, you don't think that's a must watch? If you like the Fast and Furious,
yes. If you're a Paul Walker fan,
if you're a Paul Walker fan, and
it's a very different character than the Fast and the
and
Furious, and it shows that he can act.
If you've never seen it, don't you think people would enjoy that movie today?
Definitely.
Have you watched Running Scared?
Yeah, I did, but I don't really remember the movie. It didn't make that much of an
No,
impact
that's
on me.
understandable too. I understand that, but for me, I remember because I really enjoy movies. I
that's
can
the
watch
thing is,
all types of movies, we have a different
Me and
criteria.
Daniel had like a movie group.
You only
and
watch
we would
movies that white people tell you are good enough
That is
to
not
watch.
true.
You only watch movies that white people tell you
Why
to
you
watch.
Why you gotta make it a race thing now?
Because it is
It's not- it's not
a race
true.
thing.
It is a race thing, bro. It's exactly a race
This is
thing.
how I choose a movie. If it's in the theater, I'm going to watch reviews of it first because I'm going to take myself
those
out of my
movies suck
house,
dick.
go into a movie theater, sit down on some seat that somebody else just
I only
sat in,
I only watch movies
and farted in and all that kind of
white
shit.
people
and
tell
I'm
me are
sitting
good.
there in a seat this tight to watch a movie. It better be good. Because if it's not good, I can wait till I can download it.
We're very different.
Or
in that
Lynx puts it
aspect.
on Plex.
To me, there's a movie. There's an experience that you get in the movie theater that being at home doesn't match. Especially for the theater that I would go to.
When we went to the IMAX and shit like that.
IMAXs, the 4DX, the one that's down by the seaport.
And we only did that because
something.
Lynx frowned upon movie theaters that wasn't IMAX.
Because Lynx doesn't want to watch movies in the hood. That's what it is.
Yeah, he don't like people stopping him. Yo, Lynx. He's too popular.
He just wants to watch the same movie. And we could go to Linden.
All right, let's go with the porn voice.
But he doesn't
No,
wanna
he
go
would
to
not go to Linden.
And Linden is 5 minutes away from us.
Too many niggas.
I don't want to watch movies with niggers.
Yeah, if I have a choice, I don't want to go to Linden.
I don't want. Let's keep it real. We don't want to go to the movie.
I mean, you gotta remember.
Stop saying we, man. Stop saying we.
You gotta
I
remember
don't.
what we know about Linden.
I don't want.
movie
There's always somebody. If you go to the hood in a theater, there's always somebody who thinks he's a comedian that night.
You're lying. Nope. Stop
There's
saying
always
that, bro.
somebody
Nah.
shouting
You know
that
what?
shit that
You know
they're a
what?
comedian.
Stop saying
Not
that,
for
bro.
nothing. Nah, I agree with Jason.
I don't
remember. I
agree.
didn't hear the first part of that, but I don't like I don't expect that at the 4DX in Times Square.
Y'all stop saying.
It's not gonna happen there.
Listen.
It's $33 a ticket.
Listen.
Yeah, nobody gonna come there to do some bullshit like that.
Listen, I've gone to Linden many a times because I live 15 minutes away from Linden Movie Theater, and I'm not driving an hour away to watch the same movie on the same screen.
Not the same. No, not
Not the same screen. Definitely not.
I am
and it's not the same food.
I am not. I don't go to the movies to eat food.
No,
I'm just
sir.
saying, it's not the
I
same.
go to the movies.
You ever
I
sit
go
in your
to the
seat, you have
movies
somebody bring you
for
an
all-
artisan pizza?
Exactly. I go to the movies for the
And a
entire
beer?
experience. So I want the food to be good, my feet not to stick to the ground, but some idiot to not have a commentary. Yo, turn around, you stupid bitch. You know,
Yeah, everybody, niggas think they real funny, and it's like, what? I'm gonna say
You
this,
guys
and
sound-
everybody gonna laugh.
You
and
guys
they
sound
won't
like
quit.
a bunch of
Or
white
some
people.
idiot
And they
smoking
won't
weed.
quit.
Listen,
Fuck out of here.
listen.
You call me whatever you want
Listen.
because I like high quality
Listen.
experiences. I
How
gotta be
many
white.
times-
Black people are not entitled to enjoying the movie theater.
Daniel and Jason, how many times have you been to Linden movie theaters in the past 5 years?
I don't.
Maybe
We're telling you why we haven't.
How many times have you been there in the past 5 years?
I've been scarred.
I don't know what the last time. Last movie I went
It's
to go
been a
see
while.
there.
How many times?
I don't know. Before that, I would go and I would put up with that shit. But then
Listen,
after I saw what movie theaters,
movie theater, the seat recline where your feet go up.
Not every.
yeah,
movie.
can I press a
I want to
button
go to the movie
and I
theater
have a recliner?
where I can recline and my feet fucking go up.
Listen.
Where there's enough room.
Listen.
The last one we had, they had heated seats.
Listen. If I want to do,
They ain't got no heated seats in the hood.
The 4DX theater in Times Square, the chair moves like a fucking Universal Studios.
That's a 4DX theater.
They don't got
That's what I'm
4DX
saying. They
in
don't
the
got
hood.
that.
That's what we're talking about.
They don't got it in the hood.
Wasn't y'all just talking about people talking and smoking weed?
Only
and all
time you
that
get
They're not doing
only
that at
time you get
4DX.
4DX is when you're trying to walk into the projects like we was talking about.
Do you think you guys know me? You think I would bring my family to a environment like that?
No.
I go to Linden movie theater all the time. I've never
You should have
experienced
led with that point. That's cool.
No, but y'all.
But I understand what you're saying with that, right?
Oh,
it might not be the hood thing.
Shereen,
but
40X is basically a whole interactive experience.
It's like it's
where,
more than it just being 3D glasses.
If you're in a theater and it's raining, you
Listen,
actually feel the mist
water sprinkles from the sky
on you.
I remember watching The
Who the
Mummy.
fuck wants to get wet?
You could smell
Fuck outta
things.
here.
If
You
you're
could-
somewhere,
yes.
right? You could smell what's going on in the theater.
If the car has an accident, you're gonna feel
do
the
you
seats.
were you with us when we went to go see the fuck is that?
Shereen, when the theaters open back up, I'll take
Right,
you.
the
it's
Keanu Reeves
not
movie,
regular.
the newest ones he does. The
John Wick.
Yes. When we
You
was
feel
with
the
us?
fucking bullets fly by your neck.
After John Wick.
Listen,
The next morning, I felt like I was in an
In a fight,
accident.
yes,
I
yes.
thought that I felt
Kevin,
like
you
I
telling
was
me-
in a fight.
Listen. What I'm telling you guys, that's all good. That's extra stuff. What I didn't like is you saying, "Oh, I'm not going to the hood because blah 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 blah." And I'm telling you, I go to the hood and I don't experience those things. I don't necessarily need a recliner because I have a fucking big ass TV in my house with a recliner. If I want to do that, I'll stay the fuck
you got
home.
good sound?
I got
You don't got Atmos sound.
I had.
You don't
Wait.
you don't got
Wait,
good sound.
Shut the fuck up.
You got alright sound.
Are
You
you-
got two fucking speakers. That's not theater sound.
What?
You don't got speakers in the back of you. You don't got speakers on top of you.
I did have speakers in the
You
back.
did
of me.
or do?
I did.
All right, we ain't talking about did.
I just got
We
flooded.
talking about do.
I just got flooded. I have a whole TV room right here.
yeah, but I don't.
I have a whole TV room.
I feel you.
I have a big ass TV right there with two speakers. It just got flooded. All right. One. The sound you guys are talking about. I have DJ ears. Remember that when you used to go to parties and your ears ring? Mine's don't. I don't. My hearing.
But can you admit that since you're hearing, which is a huge part of the movie experience, is not the same as ours, we're gonna have a different experience. A different thing matters. to
I
us.
said all that other extra stuff is cool. What I'm not gonna say is yo, I don't go to the thing. I don't go here because I don't want motherfuckers smoking weed and niggas doing a commentary. That's a stereotype.
Nah,
y'all are feeding into a stereotype.
No, it
People do
is.
that in the city.
It is true. It don't happen as much.
Y'all
That's
don't
the fact
go-
of the matter.
y'all
It
don't go
don't
to the hood
happen
as
as
much.
much.
Y'all don't go to the hood as much.
Check this out.
Y'all don't go to the hood as much.
Right. I'm not ashamed of that.
So what I'm saying
you don't
is-
go to the hood, so you don't know.
You don't know.
Everything to know is in the hood.
No, I didn't say that.
It's different now.
If you
The
make
hood
it
ain't hood no more.
For one, you guys are on a social platform,
Okay.
right? Talking about a neighborhood I live in
Okay.
that y'all don't fucking support. Y'all saying I go
Because I wanna watch the movie.
You saying the owner of Linden movie theaters
Is he black?
from East New York?
He's fucking Magic Johnson. He's not from East New York, but he employs people who live in East New York.
Good. That was good.
He employs people who live in the neighborhood.
You got that.
All right. So if y'all are talking about a neighborhood I grew up in, a neighborhood I live in, and y'all making stereotypes to the outside world,
I'm
Kevin,
telling you, it's been my
Kevin.
experience.
y'all don't
It
go.
has been my
Never heard about it.
experience.
Kevin, they never had. You never heard about them having fucking metal detectors at Green Acres?
Yes.
You think Green Acres is the only movie theater that had metal detectors?
No. We're not talking about Green Acres though. We're talking about Linden.
We're talking. You're talking about one movie theater that
You didn't talk about. You didn't say
me
metal
finish.
detectors.
If the movie theater have metal detectors, what do you think they think about the people in the neighborhood? Ask yourself that question. Have you ever went to
Kevin,
order a Chinese
Kevin,
food at a Chinese food
Kevin.
place that doesn't have bulletproof glass?
What?
Have you ever
talking
ordered
about the
Chinese
hood.
food from a place that doesn't have bulletproof
Y'all
glass?
niggas is talking about two different things.
No, the
I'm
Chinese
talking-
food place in the city
They're
next to the
feeding
movie
you.
theater. Right, you sitting down. So listen, Kevin.
This is what I'm telling y'all.
Kevin,
This is what I'm telling y'all. What I say,
Kevin, you let me finish.
you take. What I'm saying is, say what you like about going to the city. Don't tear down the hood.
I'm
and say,
not
"I don't
tearing
go to
down the hood.
Y'all
But
tore
these
down
same
the hood.
people you are trying to protect.
The
When you
fuck
go
outta
into the
here.
Chinese food store and they
Fuck outta
got
here.
3-inch bulletproof
Yeah.
glass for, who do you think that's for?
That's not the same
for
thing.
you. They
I-
scared of you.
Listen,
and
that's
you
not the
still-
same thing. That's not the same fucking
How
thing.
is it not the same
it's
thing?
not the same fucking thing.
When you go to a movie theater
No.
and they have metal detectors, nigga, they are scared of you.
No.
But why don't you tell them why they have
When's
metal
the last
detectors?
time you went to Linden movie theater?
Kevin. If the last time I went to Linden movie theater, I had a bad experience, I'm justified in thinking
You are
that
justified.
in Linden
You
movie
are
theater and being a bad place for me to see a movie.
You are justified. When I said in 5 years, all right? Because I had bad experiences everywhere I go.
Why would I go back?
Okay. You go to the movies.
That's what I'm trying. That's what point I'm trying to get to.
When's the last time you?
But
Kevin, the way to solve this, Kevin, is to say, "Yo, let's go to the movies. We're going to Linden."
Let's go.
I'm not going to tell you no. I'm not going to go.
Let's go.
But if it's a Marvel movie on the first day,
what I'm saying is, what I'm telling y'all don't go. Y'all go to the city.
I did before. I stopped doing it.
When?
At a certain point, I
When?
can't tell you. It was a long time
In
ago.
the last 5 years.
Stopped going.
2005, 2007, something like that.
I said in the last 5 years. It's
Sir,
2021.
I already said that I didn't go in the last 5 years.
It's 2021.
I'm explaining to you why I didn't go in the last 5 years.
All right. You haven't. The last time you went is 2000 and what?
I'm just sorry, but
It was a long
why
time
people
ago.
be quiet even in the trailers? You know what I'm saying? I
Listen,
want to watch them
hold on,
shits. I
check
want
this
to
out.
watch them shits too.
Can you imagine going to a manager in Linden? There's some kids in there that's really making a lot of noise. They're gonna laugh at you like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch," and go watch your fucking movie.
Yeah, we'll be in there soon. Don't worry about it.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. All I'm telling y'all, I'll say it again. If you're talking about something that you like, yeah, I like 4D movies, so I'm going because there's
Yeah,
no
Vinci Dream. Vinci Dream said I
there's-
only go to iPick.
there's
Why do
no-
you think she only goes to
Hold
iPick?
on, because there's no
Because
iPick.
they sell liquor there.
Because there's no iPick in Brooklyn.
And they break. Why?
I don't know because they don't. There's not a lot of things in Brooklyn.
For a reason.
And when they do have fly shit like that, they try not to tell motherfuckers. Like when I went to Industry City one day. You ever been to Industry City?
You know what's crazy?
And what's
what's
and the
crazy?
dude from Industry City told me himself. He was like, you know what the fucked up thing is? They don't advertise this to everyone because there's
You know
a
what's
certain type of
crazy?
people they don't want here.
You know what's crazy? I should tell y'all this shit off the air, but I'll tell y'all it on the air. The same people you talking about is the first.
I'm not talking about
You're right.
them.
I know you're going with that. You're
Hold
right.
on.
You're right.
Hold on. The same people you talking about
right.
that you trying to stay away from, those are the motherfuckers that's gonna support you first. Not them motherfuckers on the other side of the bridge.
Okay, I'm talking about this one motherfucker usually in there
You
trying to
are
make jokes.
not talking-
Not everybody. That one motherfucker who wants to come and think it's Uptown Comedy Club, and you gonna sit there and make jokes all night. And there's you, and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find that person in the hood. That's just what it is.
When's the last time you think that? Because
I don't go anymore. I go through movie theaters where I don't have that problem.
listen, I think you guys sound a little.
Bougie?
Y'all sound a little.
Call it what you want. Y'all can be bougie.
Y'all sound a little out of touch. That's what I'm just saying.
Nah.
All I'm saying, I would never go and say, because I don't go here because this going on, and I don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about what you like. I like 4D movies. I wish they had 4D movies in Brooklyn. I wish I didn't have to go to all the way across the bridge, 45 minutes to an hour. I wish I could go 15 minutes from my house, like the city people do, to go watch 4D movies. I wish we had more bowling alleys. I wish we had skating rinks. I wish we had laser tag. I wish we had a lot of things that we just don't have in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is the 4th largest city in the world.
Kev,
And-
right or wrong, these places when they're in Brooklyn, aren't they most likely for fights, for shootouts, for all those things?
No,
now,
nigga.
Now, is that saying something
No,
about the
nigga.
neighborhood?
No, nigga. No.
But those things are. You would be more surprised hearing that shit came from the city than if you heard that shit came from Brooklyn.
Shootouts happen in the city.
Shootout
bro.
happens everywhere,
Shootouts
but you
happen-
would be a lot
Did
more
you-
surprised.
did you see
to
when
hear it from
Troy
the city
Ave-
than from Brooklyn?
When Troy Ave got shot, that was in the city. Tupac got shot in the city. Quad Studios, 42nd Street.
Okay,
That was a long time ago, but there's a lot of shady shit that happens in
Nobody's
the
saying
street.
that things don't happen in the city. It just happens a lot more in Brooklyn.
yes,
It happens in the street. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
that's
But-
that's
but
that's
it-
that's it is. That's
but
that
yeah, but-
that's that Brooklyn life.
But
we
y'all-
used to it.
But how many shootouts you been in?
I've been in.
How many?
I haven't been in a lot. I'm very happy I haven't. The last one I've been close to is when I went outside with you at some club
Kevin, are
somewhere
you trying to
and
say
they
that
started
there's no
shooting.
difference between Brooklyn and the city?
I didn't say there's
Would
not
you
a difference.
would you do more clubs in Brooklyn or in the city, Kev?
In Brooklyn, if Brooklyn
you
had
can make
clubs,
more- you could- yeah.
in Brooklyn, I would
Brooklyn
do more.
would be
I
more
would do
fun.
more. Fuck the city. How about that?
All right, would you always feel like that?
Bro, I go wherever I'm booked.
I'm just saying, did you always feel like that? Did you
I
always
went where I was booked.
Kev.
I went where I was booked.
Kev,
answer
I'm
the
just
question,
asking,
Kevin.
as a DJ, did you think
I
that,
went where I was
hold on, let me
booked.
finish the question. I'm not saying where you was booked. I'm just listen to the question.
I went where I was booked.
As a DJ, did you think that it was better for you to DJ in the city or to DJ in Brooklyn?
It was better for me because I could
the
make
metrics, Jason.
I could
Huh?
make more money in the city.
Right.
I made more
You might
money.
you might get more of an effect in Brooklyn.
More money, or I can say you get more quality in the city.
What are you talking about? I'm the product.
This is why. This
What
is
are you
why.
talking about?
This
What
is why.
quality?
This is why you go to the
What?
city. You go to the city and get a sandwich. Why they might make it better? Because they're going to give you more quality because there's just more money flowing through there,
No,
so they want to give you more quality.
No.
When you go to the when you
They're
go to
gonna put it in-
the
gonna
theater
put it
over
in-
there,
they're
the
gonna put
reason
it
why
in
I'm
a
getting
better
some
wrapper
artisan pizza
and charge you
and a
three-
draft beer
they're gonna
is because
charge you-
they want to give you more quality.
Which borough has the best pizza?
I don't know.
Say it again.
Which borough?
I'm gonna
has the
assume it
best-
was Brooklyn because I don't eat pizza in other boroughs.
Which borough has the best pizza?
I'm going to say it was Brooklyn because I'm from Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn.
I don't know that for sure. I haven't had a lot of Queens pizza. I haven't had a lot of Bronx
But
pizza
if you
to
go
make
by
that
the
decision.
reviews, it's going to be Brooklyn.
I
Go
would,
by the reviews, it's going to be Brooklyn.
yeah. It was like just like you said, you can't always trust reviews. You use the same thing for movies. You guys a different thing.
What are you
I looked up pizza before. This is this place that was supposed to be real famous, and I went there and got pizza, and the shit was real regular.
You was just saying, do you Google things for?
And you said you shouldn't have to. You should say go.
I didn't tell you to Google anything.
You should say you should just go and do what you're doing.
This is what I'll say.
DJ Tempo 868.
This is what
Big
I
up yourself.
this
Thanks
is
for
what
the
I would
follow.
say. I will go anywhere where if I'm booked and they're paying my money. If Brooklyn had more clubs, I would definitely play in Brooklyn more. Brooklyn don't have no venues.
Why?
There's a lot of reasons,
That's what we're talking about.
Exactly.
but it's not.
What are some of those reasons you think? What is this? Give me just three.
Because zoning laws, gentrification. We could keep going.
There's white people in Manhattan.
Zoning laws and gentrification.
I'm addressing the gentrification now.
There's white,
Gentrification.
there's,
Say it with me now.
there's white people that live in these clubs. There's on the blocks, these clubs.
Absolutely. 760 rooftop had people living on the side of the block, of course.
Did they complain about the noise?
That's why Rebel got shut down.
That's why. What's the name on? What's
Rebels
the
open.
place on Flatbush right next to Bleachers?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Shut down.
Yeah,
Why
because
you
of the
think-
neighbors. Because
why-
of the crime.
No.
You
From
think
the
it-
neighbor.
no,
Sir,
Because
listen,
of the
no,
type
sir.
of people who were coming
Listen,
there.
people
was
were getting robbed on the side streets of that club.
Woodland, there you go.
Woodland,
Woodland.
yeah.
It was because of the people who was there and they didn't like it.
Community shut it down.
And you saying it's the people that you're saying it was because people were getting robbed?
Those were factors.
Okay. Y'all really think it was what it was?
I don't know. I can't
Honestly,
tell you.
so
that could have just been things people
share
were saying
your
because they
thoughts,
didn't
Kevin.
want it there.
Enlighten me. You've proven me wrong many
You've
times.
had a bunch of people over there
because
with brownstones on tree-lined
y'all are
streets
actually-
who did not like to see a bunch of black people waiting online on Sunday for brunch.
Y'all are actually perpetrating the conspiracy. That's just wrong.
No, I'm pointing it out.
No, you're not. Who got robbed?
Is it
Who got
I
robbed?
never said somebody got
Who
robbed.
got robbed?
I'm saying this is what they went with. This is what the people around there said.
Listen.
I didn't like the fact that it was closed either.
Listen,
You know what,
listen.
Kevin?
Woodland is black. Was black owned. Okay, the property value of all of those properties around there, because the Barclays Center and everything around that neighborhood changed. They were trying to push those black owners out of the block.
You got it.
That's what they were trying to do. So all that people were getting robbed, bullshit.
Sir. Propaganda works. And don't be mad at us because it
Y'all are-
worked on us.
Yeah, but
You understand?
I'm-
No,
I'm
nothing,
not-
motherfucker.
I'm
The
not
shit
mad
happens.
I'm
You
not
are.
mad. I'm
You ain't happy.
I'm correcting y'all.
You ain't happy, motherfucker.
I'm correcting you. Why would it be? Why would listen?
Shit.
I worked. I've talked to the owners.
Am I fighting you?
No, I'm not. You're not
Is he fighting you?
No, but you got. Listen. This is what
We're
you did.
receptive to what you're
But,
saying.
all right.
He's
So
passionate.
shut the fuck up and let me talk.
No.
passion of the Kevin.
Daniel,
Yeah.
do you know the propaganda that you are perpetrating also impacts your career as a nightlife photographer?
I understand that.
Okay, if
But
I'm
let's
telling
not
you,
act like that doesn't happen. That
it
that
does.
arbitrarily happens
It
out of the
does.
sky.
Do you know the worst type of people and the worst behavior I've seen?
What, from white people?
No, from people, all type of people. You know, I've seen it in the city. I've seen it in the city. I've seen the worst degenerate type of drunken, rapey, exposing all type of disrespectful shit. I've seen it in the city. Yes, I've seen violence in Brooklyn. I've seen that.
I mean, shit happens in the city. Shit, I went to the city one day and John Goodman threw up on my car. That's a true fucking story.
Really?
Yes. I'm in my car.
That's a New York story for
I
real.
was in my car sitting down, and somebody in a cab
That's the
drives
guy
by.
from Roseanne, right?
Right.
Roseanne's husband?
Somebody in the car driving by. I'm on my phone. I'm not paying attention, and somebody in the car is driving by, and he points like a gun finger. He's like, "Hey, Johnny boy," like this, and he says, "Don't point your fucking finger at me like that." He was drunk and he threw up like on the hood of my car, and then I looked out the window and it was fucking John Goodman.
What I'm saying is, you got a lot of people in here from different areas of the world, and I don't want y'all to paint a bad picture about the place I live. And I rep Brooklyn. And I know Brooklyn.
Nigga, I'm from Brooklyn.
No, but you're not from this side.
It
man.
doesn't matter. I'm from Brooklyn. Oh, now it's different sides of
Yeah,
Brooklyn? No.
you're a Flatbush nigga.
No.
You're a Flatbush nigga.
It doesn't matter.
I would
Are you
not-
guys comparing slave owners now?
Shit.
Come on now.
No, what I'm saying is,
Flatbush. I grew up in the era
My
of Kenmore.
plantation is better
I grew up
than
in the
your
era of
plantation.
Kenmore theater. Niggas fucking in there, smoking weed, getting shot, all that type of shit.
Niggas
Kenmore
fuck every
theater.
theater. Everybody
That's why.
fuck.
That's what.
Niggas fucking
theater is
40s
Kenmore
too.
Theater?
Kenmore theater was right there
Flatbush.
on Flatbush.
It's now the-
between church and I think
it's
the two
now
first.
the King's Theater.
Right. No, that's not King's Theater. Kenmore Theater turned into Modell's after. It was on Church Avenue. King's Theater's always been King's Theater.
You see how he can correct me? Because he's a Flatbush nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about Flatbush. I know shit about here.
And Kenmore Theater, all this shit. You know what? Kenmore Theater got shut down when a nigga got shot in Kenmore Theater. That's when it got shut down. These things happen. They
How
happen,
long ago was that?
and they
How long
happen
ago
more
was that?
often in the hood. And it's a sad reality, but it's a fact.
You keep saying how long ago like that.
How long ago did that
people
happen?
not supposed
It
to pay
doesn't
attention to
matter.
the
It
lessons that they
happened.
learned.
How many movies have you seen in the past 5 years in the movie theaters, Daniel?
Almost all movies that were available.
Yes.
So
I can
just-
say the same thing.
How many times have you seen them in the hood?
I couldn't-
Percentage-wise.
In the past 5 years,
Yeah.
it would have to definitely be less than 5%.
Beauty
Okay,
Jazz. I
okay.
fucked
So here's
in
the
the
thing.
movie
So
theater.
Kevin,
with
realistically.
me, the same question, and you can make your point. The same question, and you can make your point. With me, it's probably the reverse. I probably went to the movies with y'all in the city, but when I go to the movies with my family, it's always in the hood for many reasons.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
that Modell is about
and
to
I've
target?
never
I didn't know
and
that.
I've never had a bad experience where I was like, yo, I cannot go to this neighborhood anymore, or I can't go to this movie theater anymore. So what I'm telling you guys, yeah, there used to be prostitutes on 42nd Street a long time ago.
There used to be prostitutes right there by Linden Theater. So what's your
his
point?
name? What's his dude's name? What was that man?
Giuliani.
Giuliani cleaned up 42nd Street.
But that's what I'm saying. So it would be irresponsible of me to say, yo, I don't go to 42nd Street because
No,
they're
it wouldn't
prostitutes.
be. It wouldn't be. Check it out, Kevin. If you were the type to say, I don't go to 42nd Street because it was full of prostitutes, I would do the same thing that you just did and say, when's the last time you went? Giuliani cleaned it up. It's not the same, but I wouldn't accuse you of being irresponsible. I would understand why you're saying that because I've been to 42nd Street when it was full of strippers and prostitutes.
Yes.
I didn't say you guys
The
were
different 42nd
I
Street.
didn't say you guys were in.
Do you really remember 42nd Street before Giuliani?
I was a
Before
kid.
was-
Disney came?
There was no restaurants, just a bunch of porn
It
shops.
was dark.
It was
dark.
It was hookers. This is where you went
It
to
was
go.
literally a bunch of peep
It was
shows.
strip clubs on every
Yes.
block.
And
It
now,
was several.
and now you guys like to go.
Now you can't even find a good strip club.
Now you want to go to the movies there.
Yeah.
Because the movies, there is no other theater that does what those theaters
So
do.
just say that and stop playing the fucking hood.
Sir.
Ain't nobody playing the
It's
hood.
not playing the hood.
This is a reality.
When the ticket costs $35,
the more money you spend, the less bullshit is gonna happen. That's just a fact. If there's difference between if you have a $2 party and a $50 party, you're gonna get a different kind of crowd.
What the fuck are you talking about?
There's a difference between if you do a $2 party and if you do a $50 party.
you
You
know
are
that?
gonna get a different crowd.
How you know that?
You gonna tell me that's not true?
How you know that?
I'm asking you. You're a DJ. You gonna know. Is you gonna tell me there's not gonna be a difference between a $2 party crowd and a $50 party crowd?
There's gonna be a difference if this ticket is $150.
So you said, all right. So the $50 ain't gonna make a difference.
No.
So $100 will.
Yes.
But there's still a difference, right?
yeah, but
All right then.
But what I'm telling you is, you guys, what you said about that $33 ticket versus what, $11 or whatever the case may be, you think people can't afford? You
I
think
never said if you can't afford. I'm just saying it's different. It's like a movie theater. There's a difference when it's just like basic shit that you got to pay $12 to get into, and when you got to pay $30 to get into.
So-
people tend to respect shit more when they pay for it. That's just the way we work. People respect a Gucci t-shirt more than they will
I
respect.
cannot wait for when the world opens back up. We go to the movie theaters in Linden with this dude. And somebody's doing all this shit that we're talking
and
about.
I'll be waiting for it. And the first time he's like, "Oh, that doesn't happen all the time. It's just that he's been locked up
You
with
said-
Corona, so he just it's in his feelings."
So you said on 42nd Street, right? These $50 parties that you know so much about.
I'm just giving you an example. I'm not a fucking DJ, you dick. I'm not a DJ.
So what the fuck you say?
I'm just giving you an example for you to answer.
Hold on, Daniel. You remember BB King's?
Yeah.
Do you remember the type of environment that was?
It got to that. It wasn't like that at the beginning.
What was it? The price or was it the promoter?
It was the promoter.
Thank you very much. So if a fucking a hood ratchet promoter keeps a fucking $50 party, hold on.
Jason, I mean,
If-
Kevin.
If
Mind you, I'm not saying this from a. I'm just throwing out numbers here. I'm not a DJ. I'm not a party promoter.
You remember Black Diamond?
No.
What's this guy's name? I think it was Derek. There was a group of people who used to do Element before it was called Element. It was called Chaos back then, where girls were paying $50 on a Sunday night by themselves, like in the early 2000s, late 90s. When BB King's first was opened up as a nightclub to urban people.
I'm actually a question after that, but go ahead.
That was clubs in general don't open themselves up to hood promoters in the beginning in their peak. They only open themselves up to hood promoters when they're going downhill or about to close.
Okay,
So there's a difference with those things.
I understand.
You
that.
what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to disprove his point, right?
It's more so about. I would say it's more so about like. There's gonna come a time when there's hood niggas, and I mean hood niggas in that term because I don't like to use that.
Right.
Word, come to the 4DX Theater because it hasn't reached the popularity of it hasn't reached that crowd yet. You know what I mean? Like Grits and Biscuits used to be dope and clean until the hood found out about it and they fucked it up.
So let me ask you a question, right? Those dickhead promoters over there, right? They keep a $50 party, right? Keep a $50 party on Saturday, right? I keep a $2 party on Saturday. Who's gonna have the better crowd?
Kevin Crown, duh.
All right.
But what's your point?
My point is,
You're talking about the talent of the show. You're not talking about.
No, I'm talking about
the
me as the
same
promoter.
thing.
I'm talking about me as the promoter.
All right, but if Kevin Crown has a $100 party, it's still gonna be better. So what are you talking about?
So
What's
what the
your
fuck
point?
you was talking about
No,
with a $2 party and a $50 party, bro?
I was making an example.
But your
of,
example don't make sense.
All right, maybe it doesn't match the music industry, but it does match other things. It matters.
But if you told me to-
Kevin.
to-
All right, so forget that. It doesn't matter for restaurants.
So when I disprove your point, it's forget it.
It doesn't matter for restaurants. There is not a difference in the $2 spot, the wing spot, or what's
You
that
ever
place?
heard about
Del Frisco's.
Del
You ever heard-
Frisco's?
did you
There's
ever
no
hear-
difference. There's no.
you ever heard about Restaurant
Answer the
Week?
question.
You ever- I am answering.
Fuck
You ever
Restaurant
heard
Week.
about
No,
Restaurant
stop that shit.
Do they get hood? Do they get hood people when it's
You
restaurant
talking
week?
about restaurant week? Come on now.
Restaurant week is
Yeah, restaurant week is something different. Don't use. That's a bad example. Don't
Why
use that
is
shit.
it a bad example?
Use a regular restaurant, regular day. Is there a difference between a $2 restaurant, $2 plate restaurant, and
McDonald's and thing? Yes, of course.
There's a difference, right?
We're going to 1201.
No, we're going. We're going to
McDonald's.
He want to go to 2.
What the no? Because y'all talking a lot of bullshit, and I'm not gonna let y'all niggas talk bullshit.
I'm not gonna let y'all niggas talk about the hood.
No,
yeah.
You told me. You said, Kevin, $2 party, $50. I just gave you an example
Kev,
of a $2
I used
party.
a bad example for you because you're a DJ, so you can figure out. Well, if Kevin can't play, nobody goes. Okay,
I said
I understand
promoting.
that.
I said promoting.
Understand
I
that.
didn't say
But
playing.
is it the same thing for a restaurant? Is a restaurant a better example? Is a clothing store a better example?
No.
The place that sells
No.
the $2 shirts
No.
versus a place that
No.
sells the $50 shirts.
No, fuck a $50 shirt. There's places that sell $50 shirts today.
Okay.
And next week it'll be $2.
The
What the fuck you talking
places that sell the cheap cars and the places that sell the expensive cars.
about? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying
He's saying that in Bergdorf, there's going to be a difference in what pops off in Bergdorf is not going to be the same as what pops off in Conway on
you talking
Fulton
about
Street.
you talking about when niggas run in Bergdorf and stuff the shit in bags?
How often does that happen?
Every day.
Can't count on that.
No, it doesn't. Come on now,
can't
stop
count
it.
on that.
Stop
Every
it.
day.
Stop
I
it.
know,
No, it
but
doesn't.
I do know my shopping experience is very different in Bergdorf than it is in Conway.
Yeah, it might be a little racist.
No, it also is a lot higher end.
Listen.
Racism exists all over the world.
Hold on.
Racism was
Hold on.
this in the $2
Hold on.
spot. Racism will exist in the $100 spot.
What I said about niggas taking or people, I don't want to just say niggas, excuse me, shoplifting, it happens every day.
Niggas ain't running in their everyday Bergdorf Goodman every day and doing that shit.
They are
You're using
stealing,
a one-off example.
They are stealing every day. I used to work retail. There is something.
When's the last time you shopped? I'm just joking.
Listen. When the stores are open, shoplifting, they get stolen from every day by employees, by regular shoplifters, by boosters. Every single day. It's even allowed.
But
You're allowed.
What you're talking about is something that happens everywhere.
Yes.
But we're talking about no, sir.
You talking about the experience?
Sir. It's not expected everywhere to have to be concerned about a fight or a shootout at the movie theater if it's a black movie.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
There's a difference in your expectations.
I fully a black movie
and
or
I'll
hood
admit
movie.
a lot of it sometimes yes is propaganda because you know when Black Panther came up, these movie theaters they beefed up security.
And we came out there looking like kings and queens.
Okay.
That was a black movie.
Okay, name 10 more.
10 more what?
10 more examples of what you're trying to prove.
I can't. There's not.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, there's not.
Exactly.
There's not 10 Black Panthers. You want to be mad at me for that? At least I can admit it. No, yes.
That's not the point.
What the fuck? It is the point.
You tried to bring up.
No, but every time.
You proved my point actually.
Every
Black Panther Panther was an outlier. Black Panther wasn't a normal thing. Normally, people don't come out to movies dressed like kings.
Because we don't have movies to dress like kings.
Sir.
Because we're not portrayed like that. We're not portrayed like that. How are you going to dress
You're
up like?
explaining the truth. You're not refuting what we're saying.
But you cannot
You're
say.
You're actually proving my point.
But you can't. Why would I dress up like a king to go see myself portrayed as a crackhead
on Flatbush or in East New York?
Anywhere.
Right.
Anywhere. Why? Why would I turn on the Oscar Awards for a fucking guy to get a fucking or Academy Award for one of the greatest actors of our thing to get a Academy Award for a role that's not his best work?
Are you talking about Denzel?
I'm absolutely talking about Denzel.
I don't know. When I left the theater, I said Denzel's getting an Oscar. I thought that was to forget he was playing a criminal or crooked cop or whatever. Denzel acted the shit out of that role. Denzel acted the shit out of that role, and he deserved that Oscar for that.
I see what you motherfuckers are doing.
Denzel deserved it for Malcolm X.
All right, and he was nominated. He didn't win
because it was Malcolm X.
Whatever. It's
He would've
also
never won.
it's also a bunch of white people
if
judging that. I'm not talking
Exactly.
about that, but I'm talking about. But let's not downplay Training Day because he was excellent in Training Day. He deserved that Oscar for Training Day. So let's not say he just got it because he was playing a crooked cop. Maybe that played a small factor in people's mind, but the fact is, when I left that movie theater, I said to myself, "This man is going to get an Oscar." When I left out of seeing Batman, I said, "Wow, Heath Ledger is going to get an Oscar."
Because he's
and when
dead.
I left out of Malcolm X, I said he's going to
only
get
got
an
the
Oscar.
Oscar because he was dead.
No,
You don't think Heath Ledger did a good job?
I think
in
he
The
did
Dark
an
Knight?
excellent job, and if he was
Kevin?
alive, he would have still got the Oscar.
He did all right. He did okay.
You really think that?
I don't agree with you. I don't know.
He did okay.
I don't know what was in that metal cup that you got over there. I don't know what was in your salmon tacos.
It's blue. It's blue,
I don't know.
It's blueberry. It's blueberry juice.
Nah, that blueberry juice is not good.
Oh, because
Not good.
oh wait, okay.
It's not good.
When you say what you say about all those things, and I say what I say, I'm drinking some bad shit. And
You said I was smoking some bad weed, so nigga, this is how it feels. Sit down and enjoy the show.
listen. This is what I'm saying. You guys, you guys. Most of the things that you've said tonight is going along with the masses.
I'm telling you, this is
I'm
my
going to-
experience in the movie theaters.
You
Kev.
don't have an
This is
experience.
my experience.
How many
Kev,
times?
but it doesn't matter how long ago I did it. There was a time that's what I did. There was a time I didn't go to this.
There's
the
a time
city.
you got sold.
There is a time I got sold.
fuck you
There is a
talking
time I
about?
got sold.
So
There
what
was a
the fuck?
time. There was a time I did not go to the city to the movies. I didn't go. I didn't feel like I needed to. But I was okay with the people in the theaters talking and all that shit. I was all right with that shit. But until I went to a movie theater where the experience was different, that's when I said, "Oh, this is why people go here."
Do you know my experience? I love watching movies at home. I really do. My best movie.
I think because you like watching movies at home, it's easier for you to compare the movie experience to Linden versus the city.
I'm not comparing them.
Oh, and
No, yes.
and
What I'm
by the
saying,
way,
if
about the Malcolm X and Training Day comparison, you could only compare about why he got it for this movie and not for that movie if those movies were competing with each other in the same Academy Award show. They weren't. It was two different times. They were up against different movies, and it was a totally different thing. Yes, he should have won for the first one, but we looked it up. Al Pacino won for Scent of a Woman.
And that was bullshit.
So
Scent of a Woman is not when Al Pacino goes down. You know when he transitions.
it's about the options for the year at the time of the
Hold
award.
on.
Not Al
Hold
Pacino's
on.
body of work.
Hold on. Malcolm X kicks Scent of a Woman's ass.
Did you ever see Scent of a Woman?
Yes. Fuck Scent of a Woman. Scent of a Woman can suck my dick.
I don't believe he actually watched Scent of a Woman.
I did. Hoorah. Fuck that movie. Fuck out of here.
It's Hua.
Versus fucking Malcolm X.
You said Hua.
Nigga, I want to be Muslim. I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. I walked out of the fucking movie. I wanted to be Muslim,
Kevin, it's
nigga.
funny that you say that. That leads us to the next question.
I am Malcolm X.
Where the author writes, "How can I become a better communicator?"
That is the last question. But you know
People
what?
in general.
All right, we wasn't. I was gonna.
number 6.
Yeah, because most
Oh,
of
you
these are
wanna
gonna
end
have
it
to get
as
saved
well?
till next Monday.
How can
Okay,
you be?
we could do that.
How can you be a better communicator?
No,
Yes.
not me. I'm an excellent communicator.
Yeah. It
You
was.
think you are?
It was. If
not.
I'm gonna say one thing because I'm listening. Everybody has.
Actually, I think I am an excellent communicator. I think I have
you
a
know,
problem with picking my audience.
you know what I think is your problem with communicating, and not necessarily a problem. I wouldn't want to say
attacked.
that.
I don't wanna go to
I wouldn't want to say problem because then I'm
know what?
attacking you.
You said
Fuck
how?
this shit.
What I am
I
saying.
quit. I don't want to be here no more.
What I am saying.
that was how was
what I'm
Danny?
saying. No.
No,
It was
it
in
was
general.
not.
It was in general. What I am saying is that you may want to look at that person's situation and feel more empathy, because some people are in situations.
That's an answer I didn't expect from you.
I'm just saying you just gotta take.
That's a Clubhouse answer.
No, but some
He's not on Clubhouse, but that's
no,
a Clubhouse
but this is
answer.
true. Sometimes you have to kind of see. You have to dive deeper into a person's psyche almost to understand.
Jason, do you think you do that?
I try.
I don't think so.
Really?
I
don't
try.
think so.
Maybe he
So-
does when he's trying to get pussy.
What? Yeah. So
I
what?
absolutely-
So
He said, yeah.
what?
I absolutely think you failed miserably at what you just
what
said.
I will do sometimes is if there's an issue,
you know what?
I try to find out. There's usually a reason
Kevin,
that
I've seen
somebody
him
is
in-
having
I've
an
seen
issue.
him in action. I'm sure you have too. But
Listen.
like the last time we went to this game night on church, I was really just like really
yeah,
observing
but
him.
yeah, but that's this.
He was doing it then.
But this is
effortlessly.
this is for ulterior motives, right? This I'm talking about being genuine, a genuine communicator. I know I yell, I know I shout.
You yell, you can get out of here.
Yeah, I know I yell, I know I shout, but
No, you don't.
yeah, well,
You have DJ ears, so it's understandable.
No.
You can't hear yourself.
No. When if I make a point, and I talk like this,
Right.
my pitch and my delivery, it's not what you say. It's definitely how you say it. I talk to you about delivery all the time. All right, and sometimes you do have to raise your voice. Sometimes you have to be animated to get your point across. As far as just communicating ideas, it's you have to know, like Jason said, you have to know who you're talking to.
There's two different ways you can tell a chick she got a fat ass. And I know that sounds like an awkward example, but there was a nigga who can tell her that she would want to fight the nigga, and there's a nigga who could say it that she would think is the cutest thing she ever heard.
But if
it's all about your delivery.
But if a girl has a fat ass, you think she wants to hear that at all?
Many of them do. I think she wants to hear it by who.
If I saw
I
a girl,
think it depends on who it is who's telling her.
if
How they're telling her and where they're telling her.
if I saw a girl with a fat ass, right? You know what I would say?
You talk about her eyes or her dress.
Exactly, Daniel. I would be like, you got nice eyes. I love
your smile.
I love
no,
your
you know what
eyes.
I'm gonna say?
The
I'm
way
like,
you coordinated those shoes in that bag.
I'm gonna straight up tell her. It's like, you got nice ass. That shit is nice. I ain't even gonna lie. I was looking all the way for the end. I had to come over there and tell you.
Yo,
You did that.
That is exactly what I would do. I was just like, yo, that shit, I seen it from over there.
Smiled.
I seen it from over there, and I just had to come around to take a better look.
You missed
And
a part of it. You did. You started that comment with the disclaimer that was what's the word, that tore down her defense mechanisms. You know what I mean? He was like, listen, I want to say something. I don't mean to be disrespectful. You might want to, react like if I'm disrespecting you, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But your ass is amazing. That sums up. That's not what wasn't what he said word for word.
And what happened?
She smiled and he bagged her friend. But he made it clear that he was interested in both of them, and they both were still with the shits, at least for conversation's sake. To the point where, it was possible to do more at the end of it. You know what I mean? Like, it
always
went
keep
well.
the possibility of threesome open.
So
I seen it with my own two eyes.
I've learned a lot from getting zoned within the years where I perfected my game. You know what I mean?
But it ain't that hard to get pussy, guys.
It's not that hard, but not everybody got game. Some people, some girls. Listen, Idris Elba don't need game. Idris Elba needs to be Idris Elba.
Some women will fuck you, bro. You don't need no game.
Yeah,
she's like, she probably be in her head like,
some of them will do that. I enjoy saying shit like that. I enjoy the reaction it elicits. That's why I would. I'm a big flirt. If any woman in here can tell you if they met me in person, I flirted with you. I'm a big flirt. It's just I enjoy doing it.
So we talking about communication.
Yes, we talking about communication and how it would be my thing was just
what the person said. How can they be a better communicator, man?
Right.
Know how to zoe people. We're not trying to
we're not gonna.
Like, I think, like, this is the thing. This is the thing. To be a better communicator, you got to have confidence in yourself. So first of all,
confidence is the key.
So first of all, make sure you're comfortable with the way you look. Make sure you're comfortable with your presentation. I know for a fact if I don't feel like I'm dressed good, or if I got a stain on my shirt, or feel like my pants don't fit good, or I got fucked up shoes, my confidence level is gonna be low. You know what I mean? And for what I do, you need your confidence level to be on 1,000. So you're gonna be somewhere, get a nice shape up if you're a guy. Make sure whatever you need to do to feel beautiful in your own space, do that. That's gonna make you a better communicator. You know what I'm saying? Because you won't be subconsciously thinking, oh my God, I got crooked teeth, or oh my God, my birthmark, or I got acne, or maybe I feel like I got cheap clothes, or I got fake jewelry, or whatever the fuck that's in your head that you is making you feel like substandard. Make sure you're comfortable, whatever it is. Some people are comfortable in their own skin. However, I love people like that. I love people who are just comfortable whenever. Once you could do that, that will make you a better communicator.
Just be comfortable with you. None of the other shit matters.
And lastly, sometimes shut the fuck up and listen.
Okay, I'm just saying. I went there that same night he talking about, nigga. I ripped my pants playing basketball. I was still out there. Talking.
Yeah,
saying?
sometimes
With the big ass rip.
Sometimes it's good to just observe. Sit back and just observe, and sometimes they say the loudest person in the room usually is the what?
Nigga, you was the loudest person in the room today. Don't hear that shit.
I say usually. I say usually, but this is a podcast.
Okay, go ahead.
If you see me in a space that's, sometimes I'm just very quiet. Sometimes.
We love you, Beauty Jazz.
Beauty Jazz. Hey, it's the Munchkin.
That's what I'm talking about, Jazz. Jazz, that's definitely what it is.
Raise your hand if J-Lu ever flirted with you in this chat. Everybody's gonna raise their hands.
I think
been in everybody's DMs.
I think that's bad. I think Jazz is actually a beautiful.
Is what?
She's beautiful. She actually is.
No.
She's actually beautiful. Like I said, the best thing about being a human being, we are the greatest invention in the world. We learn, we improve, we heal, we adapt.
So do dolphins.
What?
Saying so do dolphins.
So the dolphins what?
We do the same thing.
Dolphins what?
I think Jason's just being a kunwun.
Yeah, pretty much. It took him a while to get on, but go ahead.
I'm trying to help.
Is that real content?
I'm trying to help some people. Maybe they need to hear this.
Okay, so go ahead.
I think Jazz could, go home, go to sleep feeling good. So stop fucking with me, bro. The fuck.
Give him one swift kick.
He's just
He's just
I think so hyper today.
I've been what?
He's just so hyper.
I'm
today.
hyper now.
Yes, you're hyper.
I'm hyper. I'm hyper.
Yeah.
I'm hyper.
Say it again.
I'm hyper. I'm fucking hyper.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm hyper.
Yes.
I'm fucking hyper.
Should I run a poll to see how hyper you are?
I'm hyper.
Yes. 100%.
When I'm chilling, they be like, "Oh, what's wrong with Kevin? He's tired." Now I'm fucking hyper.
Yes.
He's tired.
Yes.
He's tired.
The food before the show definitely has a different.
Yeah.
And fuck y'all. I have 2 more tacos. Bitch ass niggas.
Oh, I was gonna share with y'all niggas, but no, he wasn't.
I was.
So for me,
Is there 3
I was
tacos?
just trying to
Is there 3 tacos in there
It's
too?
2. I was
All right.
trying to figure out who the fuck I was gonna give it to. See?
None of y'all niggas get tacos.
See, there was 2 tacos there all the time.
For me,
And y'all niggas didn't know, so if y'all niggas would've just shut the fuck up, y'all niggas would've had tacos.
Take the taco.
the communication
I'm
thing
putting
is
this
a
shit
little
in my
more complex.
bag.
to me.
Not both of them, you bitch ass. And you gonna eat it right now. You eat it right now.
Why I gotta eat it here in front of everybody?
Yeah.
I don't want to do all that.
If you're not going, you gotta eat it right now.
I'm not hungry right now, so I just want to put it in foil, and I gotta still split it with Danny.
It's Dan, you want a taco?
You sure? I don't. That's not a real no.
Then nigga says
That's like when you go to somebody's house. You want some juice?
be like, yo, she had roaches in her house.
I promise.
I'm good.
For me, the communication thing is a little bit more complex than that. Like, my experience of it is that people, you think that all I got to do is explain outside the sky is blue, and that the person's going to hear it the way you say it. But in reality, what I think I'm saying, saying it based on my perspective. What's actually being heard is being heard through a lens of their perspective and their thoughts and their experiences. That's why we have to constantly keep saying these disclaimers and explain things to the T, so that there's no room for
Believe me,
your own
I
interpretation.
started getting those DMs
Because
already
if
the
I
next day.
say,
Daniel,
Yeah.
Why did you become a photographer?
Why did I become a photographer?
Yeah.
The answer is kind of cheesy.
Look, try me.
Whatchamacallit?
I'm lasagna.
For me, like seeing, I remember my earliest pictures of realizing what pictures were is looking at a picture of my grandmother when she was like in her 20s, and looking at her and looking at the picture, realizing that it's the same person, but not sure how it is, and realizing that that picture let me see what she looked like 30, 40 years ago. And I thought, you know, to a degree that was kind of magical. I used to draw a lot, and when I started drawing on computers, and then I started getting into graphic programs, and I realized it would be better if I used my own pictures or whatever. And it reintroduced me to that feeling of creating that, like if you take a picture of somebody who doesn't think they're photogenic, because that's one of the very, very common responses, and you show them, and I'm able to show them what I see, and they respond like, "Oh my God, this is so nice." That's what made me become a photographer.
That was beautiful.
Right?
You see, listen. You saw what you just did?
Yes.
You communicated.
Fucking bitch, I hate you.
You communicated. You communicated quite so eloquently
With emotion.
why you do
Uh-huh.
what everybody knows you for doing and you're quite good at, right?
Right.
It wasn't about my perspective, all right?
Uh-huh.
You gave me a perspective that I've never met any of my grandmothers. Both my grandmothers unfortunately died before I was born, right? But I can relate that scenario to anybody in my life. You know what I'm saying? I've obviously seen a picture of somebody who's older now, who was younger before, myself, even my kids. But what you said was perfect communication when you wasn't thinking about it.
Yes.
Okay.
You saw that?
Sure.
All right.
Just let me just say.
You know why? You know why? Because you know in your heart, you are a bomb-ass photographer, right? And because you were comfortable enough, you communicated to me and everybody on the live exactly your vision of what you want to communicate. So all that shit about the fucking sky and all that other shit, fuck that!
Let me just. Let me
I
just
enjoy the moment, so I'll let that go.
Let me just say
disagree.
one more thing about a communication,
disagree.
and this can even like travel over into business. Sometimes when my time is just real free, I like to stay real busy. So there was a point where I would like send out emails to like, you know, people in businesses to try to get their business, and whether they wanted like, you know, website application design. Because, you know, I do all that, you know, I design applications, design websites, do all that kind of shit, right? And I would send out these emails to people, and I wrote this great email, and the email was like, well, I'll do this for your business, and I've been doing this for so long, and this and this and the next, right? And then somebody who does businesses, who does very well in business, he said, let me see your emails. 'Cause I said, I'm not really getting a lot of businesses. He said, I read your email, and here's all you have to do. Take out all the parts in the email that said the word I and replace it with the word you, right? Once I did that, the emails, the responses from the emails, it was totally different. I was getting like 10 something responses, 20 responses a day. So I
What
think
was the business?
this is just for like application design, web design, stuff like that. So I just started to get an influx of people, and I realized a big part of communication, even when I'm talking to somebody, or if I'm spitting game or whatever you want to call it to somebody, my conversation to that person is never about me. My conversation is about you. Every word in there is about you. It is not an I sentence unless you ask me a question about me. So people often in conversations, they want to get into conversations about themselves.
That's why I asked him about why he got into photography. You see that? Put him in a comfort zone. See that? Yeah.
And that is it.
Yeah.
That is it. That was the rest of the questions are going to have to be for next Monday. We ended up in the rabbit hole as usually, and we didn't get to finish all the questions. I'm going to go home and
They
work
love
on
the rabbit holes.
And I'm going to work on the rabbit hole emoji. All right. That is it. I think
I should go and watch Running Scared with Paul Walker.
I just want to say thank you so much, guys, to not screaming next topic, et cetera, et cetera. It's extremely disheartening, confusing, and it takes out the energy of you doing the show. It's like a heckler in the crowd of you know, doing what you're doing when people are like, Okay. Next topic.
Like
board.
we not doing a good job and shit.
Right.
Y'all don't say
appreciate
next.
us-
Y'all don't
you
say
guys
next
letting us
taco.
go into the rabbit holes, and coming there with us and having your own takes on it in the comments and stuff like that. It makes a big difference.
The rabbit holes are one of the things that makes the show so great because there are so many other factors attached to a single subject that we might be talking about. And there, it may seem like we're going off tangents and shit like that, but so fucking what? It's what we do,
Right out.
and we love it here.
Yeah.
And we hope you love it here.
You see,
And I
fed
have a taco
I fed y'all
because it's my cousin, and no matter what,
on Wednesday.
he loves me and he gonna give me tacos
On Wednesday,
on Wednesday. What?
what we eating?
I don't know. I know on Friday
Wendy's.
we having the mac and cheese from Danny. So
But Danny ain't gonna be here.
yeah, but I'm just getting the mac and cheese. I'm going over there. You're not gonna
Who's
join
coming?
me?
Who's coming here?
You not coming?
Who's coming here?
Not
Since
here.
I'm not going to be here. Who's going to be my
Who's
replacement?
I don't know yet.
Daniel.
I don't know yet. I'm gonna try to figure that out.
Kelly B did good.
I'm see. Maybe get Young Child. That'd be fuckery.
Or Bingy.
Bingy get drunk. Yeah, all drinking.
You just gotta have that Casamigos and Simply Lemonade for Bingy.
Ain't you guys going to be watching the movie anyway?
Coming to America.
Yeah.
So we gonna be sitting in here? No, we gonna be sitting in there.
I'm sure you could get it done by Friday.
I had to clean up in there because since I had a fucking flood.
I'm sure you could get it done by Friday.
I could. But I'm about to go watch Netflix.
Yeah, we'll figure out the logistics of it. But anyway, you guys, just my final thought is tonight is I got tacos and I don't see movies in the hood, and I'm not gonna apologize
Fuck you,
for
man.
it. And that's just the way it is.
Fuck you, man.
Final
Chow
thought.
has a party Friday.
Huh?
Chow has a party Friday. The
Oh shit.
secret wine.
I wonder if I'm
Yeah.
playing that shit. I don't know. I don't know if I'm playing.
Well, I don't know.
Chow used to call me.
We're hosting the movie, so we're not gonna be talking during the movie anyway.
Why they saying telling me to behave for? What the fuck I did? They talking about behave.
Any final thoughts, Danny?
What I did?
No.
Kevin, any final? Kevin's doing his final thoughts now. He wants to know what he did.
Listen, my thing is, we as personalities have a responsibility.
You guys are doing this show Friday at 9:00 as usual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think it matters what time the movie.
Yeah, it comes out Friday for Netflix. That means 12 a.m.
Yeah, you're right.
So this is my saying. Yo, you know what would be great? You know what would be awesome?
What's that?
Unless you're gonna do it for the morning show.
No.
Fuck that.
We're gonna do that.
mean, like after the morning show,
We're gonna host it on the channel with
People
chats.
working.
It's just not gonna be much talking.
People working. This is what we should do.
What's that?
Wait, it's on
Unless you do
Amazon.
it Saturday.
It's on it's on Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah,
We should play it at 12:00 Thursday night.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
That way I could be here.
In that way, I can go back to the shenanigans I'm gonna be doing.
12:00.
I got
Thursday.
I got my Spider-Man onesie that I want to put on.
My pajamas come tomorrow.
Yeah, I got my Spider-Man onesie with the Spider-Man hood and
This is for
everything.
your game night.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
And I got my my Jordans that match the Spider-Man.
Trying to get Shireen to wear lingerie.
Lingerie. I love lingerie. Well, that's it, guys. We will see you on Wednesday for Hump Day, where we talk about a bunch of fucking shit. And that's what we do.
A bunch of fucking shit.
That's Hump Day turns into a lot of sex questions. That's
Yo,
Hump
we didn't
Day.
talk about sex
We
today.
didn't talk because I'm trying to not.
We talk about other things besides
We
just
talk about
sex.
other things besides sex. Sex.
It's not
And,
just a bunch of porn dogs.
Besides when he got
Zode?
yeah.
Again, another Zode story.
I got Zode a lot in
This
my
week
younger
on Jason
age. I'm
Got
sorry.
Zoned.
You know what I'm saying? But if I didn't get Zode, I'd have been a hoe. If it was as good as it is now, I wouldn't know what to do with all that power. So
Yeah.
and that's it.
Probably be over it.
So
You guys DM me if you need info about the game night.
there's only one person over here to raid. And
DM Daniel.
what do you think about that?
Yeah, go raid his ass. Why not? Raid him. Raid him.
All right.
Intel stocks just paid the dividend.
Raid.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, so we're the only person I see on right now is Lynx. He's playing Call of Duty.
We're going to raid Lynx.
We're gonna raid Lynx.
Everybody, go and drop
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna raid Lynx, and then you're gonna flood his chat with Lynx. Why didn't you come to the show?
Facts.
Just flood the show with
You bitch
Lynx.
ass.
Why didn't you come
With the
to
dead
the
ass.
show
And put the dead ass.
and put the dead ass shit?
Dead ass.
So he sees, so
Dead
he knows
ass.
exactly where it's
We're
coming
gonna
from.
dead ass him to death.
And I want you
Dead
to
ass to
spam his
dead
fucking
ass.
show, his whole show with just the same
dead ass.
message over and
Dead
over
ass.
again.
And then you could say wash your Bamsey too.
Yes.
Wash Bamsey.
So we're gonna raid Lynx.
Wash your Bamsey. Dead ass.
We're gonna raid Lynx.
Wash your Bamsey. Dead ass. This is gonna be the most viewers
This
he's
is
ever
gonna be
got.
the most viewers he ever got. So nobody leave. You want to see the shock on his face when you
Dead
get
ass.
there.
Dead ass. He probably fucking pull his
He
fucking
just busted a nut right now.
pull his nipple ring out. Yeah.
Yaga.